All right, we are live. Let's do this. I am ready. Let me quickly get in here, see who is first in the chat, because always the first person in the chat is the best person in the chat. But Boston Bruins versus Columbus Blue Jackets, this game is going to be great. I'm having a feeling that this one will be fantastic. While Boston has already clinched the playoffs, I feel like this one is going to be a very, very good game. Now, let me quickly go into the chat, post on Twitter, all of that. You guys already know. But yeah, let me see who's number one. First things first. Let's see. Joseph, congratulations for being first in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while in the streams. I know you commented a couple days ago. But congratulations, you are number one. Von Hook's number 2. The Hockey Beast 33 is number 3. And then Steven is number 4. I think. I think that's the order. I think. I don't even know. I don't even know, I'm going to be honest here. Let me quickly put this on Twitter, and then we'll be good to go. And on Discord, I guess. If any of the mods can put it on, that would be great. Let me see. Live. All right. And there we go. All right. Uh-oh. I clicked on something. What the heck? What the heck, Twitter? Being dumb. Okay, there we go. Never mind. We're fine. I thought I ruined it completely. We're good. All right, now let me get back in the chat. Let's see. I apologize for not being active lately. I've been seriously sick, sorry. Don't worry about it, Joseph. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Hey, Grav, go Bruins. I'm hoping the Canes get first wild card. I'm hoping for that too, OC. I'm hoping for that. I mean, in a perfect world for me, sorry, Luke, I already see you in here. In a perfect world, I would have Carolina getting that number 1 wild card and then Columbus getting the second wild card. I have liked Montreal more this season, but I want to see Seth Jones get in there. I really do. Really do, man. Yeah, I see I'm already late on Discord, Luke. Okay. Whatever. Space, how's it going? Great to see you in here, man. Thanks for coming by. So the game should be starting in a few minutes here. I might as well get to the main thing here, the predictions, because that's always one of the funniest parts of these streams. So when it comes to this game, Columbus has been on a 5-game winning streak. Sergei Bobrovsky, I think, is still starting in this one. But Columbus has been on a 5-game winning streak. I think it's going to be a close one. But I am cheering for the Blue Jackets in this one, which will likely mean that they lose. But I am predicting that the Blue Jackets win this one. I'm gonna say Sergei Bobrovsky has an amazing game if he actually does start. I'm gonna say the Blue Jackets win 3-1. Maybe. I'm gonna say it's 3-1. It's gonna be close, maybe a little bit low scoring. I'm gonna say 3-1. Let me know your predictions as well. This should be a pretty close game, pretty good one too. So we'll see. Hate your jersey. Oh, that's so sad. It's a Ryan Johansson Columbus Blue Jackets Reebok. I mean, I prefer the Adidas with Columbus. Not gonna lie there. It looks a lot better. Let me see. I'm gonna go on and off today. Go out to study for math. Respect to that. If you have to, do what you need, man. Hey, Grav, do you think Crosby has a chance of winning the Hart Trophy? I saw your video earlier. I think Crosby has a solid chance. He's had a pretty great season up to this point. I think Crosby will be up there for sure. He's kind of weird because I think he deserves a lot of recognition, but I'm not sure if he's getting too much of it. Though I think he has a solid chance of getting it. Thoughts on AAF folding? I didn't even know the AAF was a thing until like week 3 or whatever it was. I don't really care. I mean, I barely have enough patience for the NFL. I'm not going to have enough patience for another football league. Let me see. What's good? How's it going, Christian? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. The game should be starting in a little bit, 6:06 right now. This games usually start like 10 minutes after they're pegged to start. They always say it's 6 o'clock when it never is. But this game is on NBCSN if you want to watch along as well. But I feel like this one will be a close one. Again, I'm predicting it to be 3-1 Columbus. Though that'll probably mean that Columbus ends up losing it. So For if any Blue Jackets fans are watching right now, I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry. Stars making the playoffs? Yes. So right now they are 1 point out of the playoffs. That's their magic number. They are playing the Philadelphia Flyers tonight. So if they get 1 point, if they go to overtime or if they win, they make the playoffs, baby. Now, let me see. I think that game is starting at 7:30, which means that I'll likely not be able to stream my reaction to that. Yeah, 7:30. So that game will probably be ending at like 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming for 4 hours, but if Dallas actually does get the win there, it's about time. It's about time. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me see. I've liked Montreal more this season. I have, Luke. I have. That's the thing. I still don't like them really, but I like them more. I mean, yeah, I like Kotkaniemi. He's good. I don't like it. That's sad, Flora. That's sad. If Penguins versus Islanders, who do you think is taking it? I gotta say the Penguins on that one. If they're facing the Islanders, I'm gonna say Penguins on that one. Thoughts on the CWHL folding? I think it's a pretty interesting situation. Now, the NWHL already announced that it'll be expanding to 7 teams, bringing teams to Toronto and Montreal. So the NWHL gets a little bit stronger. In my personal opinion, it was always the dumbest thing ever to have 2 leagues, and one in Canada and one in North America. Like, women's hockey is already small enough, and it's already hard enough to get funding that at that point you're almost competing and you're almost ruining both leagues by having 2 of them. So in a way, I kind of think it's not good for women's hockey that the WHL folded, but I think it might be better long term. I mean, if both leagues stayed for like the next couple of decades, I think it would just kind of counteract each other in a way. But 22 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, if you have your subscriptions public, there'll be the John Tavares kiss gif. Infamous. Let me see. You're going to have another live stream fail on you and have your internet crap on you again? No, so last stream, it actually went out well. The Wi-Fi was good, no cuts, so here's hoping for this time, hopefully. Yeah, so I guess the NWHL, there's expanding to Montreal and Toronto. I think it's a good idea. But again, I think like having 1 women's league is the smart idea. Having 2 at a time just doesn't really work too much. Let me see. Mitch Marner is better than Matthews, in my opinion. I mean, Mitch Marner is good. I wouldn't say he's better than Matthews. I mean, I'm pretty much Matthews. I'm pretty much a Matthews fanboy, but Mitch Marner is good. Austin Matthews, when he's healthy, is elite. Yeah, the NWHL is officially expanding. It's going to Montreal and Toronto for next season. Bruins 3, Blue Jackets 2. Bruins score of a game-winning goal coming with 6.4 left. That's a pretty specific prediction, OC, but I like it. But yeah, Bruins winning in OC's prediction, pretty interesting. When it comes to a game-winning goal, I think it'll be 1-1 in the third period, going into the third period. I think the game-winning goal, I predicted Dzingel to be the player of the game last time. I'm going to say this time, I'm going to say Nick Foligno gets the game-winning goal. That's a little bit of a hot take, a little bit, but I don't know. But I still predict Columbus to win this 3-1 right now. But 27 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by, spending your beautiful Tuesday night, or at least beautiful on my end. I mean, it's a pretty great day in Texas right now, or in Dallas. But yeah, it's a pretty good. This will be a pretty good game. I'm thinking. I think it'll be a close one. When it comes to the starting goaltenders, it's looking like Sergei Bobrovsky and Tuukka Rask will be the guys there, which is a big goalie duel, especially with Sergei Bobrovsky getting the Player of the Month, I do believe, or like Player of the Week, whatever it was. He's been fantastic lately. Panarin, Duchesne, Atkinson. Yeah, that's been the new line that's been out there for the first in Columbus. It's been absolutely lethal right now. Hey, Duchess. Agreed, Minka. Agreed. Can you do a promotion on my YouTube channel? What a goal. If you're live, it would make me really happy and I could have a little bit more subscribers. Not congratulations. Shout out to What a Goal. Shout out to What a Goal. I can't wait for today's dumpster fire. Ooh boy, that one's gonna be elite. But yeah, with that wild card spot, Columbus obviously being in there. They have 94 points right now. Carolina has 93. Montreal has 82, I think, right now. But yeah, big games tonight for Carolina as well. They're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. If they could get a point or a win there, that would be huge for them. But Columbus right now, having that wild card lead is pretty interesting. They've been playing very, very good right now, having that 5-game winning streak. But again, let me know what your predictions are for this game down below right before it starts. The face-off is about to begin, so we'll get right into this one. But this is going to be a very entertaining game. Blue Jackets versus the Boston Bruins. This one is going to be great. But yeah, I'm predicting Columbus to win this one 3-1. Slapshot Nation, let's go Columbus. I agree with you. Let's go Blue Jackets in this one. San Jose or Vegas, who you taking? I would say Vegas has a solid chance at that. I would say Vegas has the upper hand right now. But puck drop is among us. They are underway. Columbus versus the Boston Bruins. Already getting off. The Bruins win the faceoff and go with an icing. Great start of the game, eh? Great start. Seems most college players are studs. Noah Hannafin, Quinn Hughes, Zach Werenski. I mean, there's a ton of NCAA talent coming through. I mean, a lot of American players are going in that route for the USDP, the NCAA. It's been strengthened a lot recently, and a lot of players have been transitioning directly from the NCAA to the NHL, and it's worked quite well. But 28 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I think right before this stream we were at 2,649. Let's get to 2,650, boys. Let's do that. It's all about the Capitals repeating. I mean, I would like, I don't know if I would like to see that. I love seeing new Stanley Cup winners, but I wouldn't mind Washington going on a repeat. I wouldn't mind that, Joseph, if I'm going to be honest. I'm a Habs fan, and this night I vote for the Habs, Bruins, and Leafs. Yeah, Vincent, for Habs fans, they have to go for the Bruins and the Leafs. Otherwise they might not make the playoffs. Like if Carolina wins and if Columbus wins tonight, they're almost out of there. So, in a weird, wacky way, the Habs are kind of rooting against their two biggest opponents, or rooting for their two biggest opponents, or rivals. So that's pretty fun. Let's go Flyers. Let's go Stars tonight. If they get one win, they clinch the playoffs, boys. Let's do that. Uh-oh, looks like we get a power play right now. Yeah, I think that's Columbus Blue Jackets power play, if I could be wrong. It looks like it was a high sticking or something. Let's see. But 18:57 to go in this game, still 0-0. This is going to be a very good one. Already a couple of chances. But power play going on right now. Wait a second. Never mind. The ref did the tug or whatever it was. I don't even know anymore. We do not stand the Bruins. I don't stand the Bruins either. I'm going to be honest, Brian. Your thoughts on the Islanders fan booing Don Tavares? That was weird. Really, really weird. I mean, he just looks stupid. Like, the salt was real right there. Do not say the names of Bruins players. I don't know. I like Pasternak. Noise Vezina predictions. Yeah, it wasn't that great, man. I don't want to mention them. It was that bad. Let's go Bruins, Florida. I'm cheering for Columbus in this game, but Boston has a solid chance at winning it. They've had a great season so far. Who is your favorite Blue Jackets player? For me right now, it's pretty obvious, or not obvious, but it's a no-brainer for me. Seth Jones. I'm from Dallas. Oh, right there in front, and the Bruins score on one of the weirdest goals I have ever seen. The puck flipped in the air and went in the net. Backus passed it. It went off Savard's stick, off of the net, and off of Bobrovsky's helmet, and into the net. It bounced off of Bobrovsky's helmet. It bounced off of Bobrovsky's helmet. No! That might be one of the most unlucky bounces I have ever seen. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's one way to start a game. That is one way to start a game. I'm watching the Penguins game when it starts at 6:30. Yeah, I think they can make the playoffs tonight if I remember correctly. Do you think Dallas has a chance versus Calgary? I would rather have Dallas face Nashville or Winnipeg. I think Calgary wins that first round if they end up facing Dallas for sure. I think we would have a chance for Nashville or Winnipeg, though, for how we played against them this season. I say that as a Dallas Stars fan, by the way. But 25 beauties in this stream already. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do so. Boston having the 1-0 lead early in this game. 17:26 to go in the first period. A weird balance off of Bobrovsky, and the Bruins were able to take the lead. How many playoffs do you think you'll live stream? Oh, great chance in front! Oh, who was that? Anderson? Josh Anderson? Oh my gosh, he got a golden opportunity. Great pass by Dubois. Just open eyes for Anderson and just hung. That was close. But yeah, during the playoffs, I'll be streaming about every other day. It's going to be a pretty busy one. The streams are going to be a mainstay on the channel, especially as we get further into the playoffs. So there'll be a lot of playoff streams coming for sure. If Jack Edwards is calling the game, shut it off. I don't think he is. It's in Columbus, but I don't mind Jack Edwards, by the way. Who is your Stanley Cup matchup? Hard to say against the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. I would also say St. Louis has a good chance coming out of the West, just because Winnipeg and Nashville have kind of looked human themselves. Let me see. Uh-oh, I skipped a little bit in the chat. Grav with the Texas Rangers not lose by more than 7 runs today. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Montreal's going to win versus Tampa. Tampa. I mean, I know Tampa's starting their, like, AHL goalie, which is weird, but I still think Tampa's going to win that one. 63 Boston, Pasternak with the Hattie. Ooh. I mean, Pasternak is my favorite player on Boston by far, so I wouldn't mind that. 4-3 Jackets is my prediction. Still could happen right now. DeBrusque gets credited with the goal. Krejci and Krug, I think, with the assists. I think is what it said. Yo, what's up, Grav? How's it going, Fire Strike? Great to see you in here. Good opportunity for Boston, but Columbus gets it out. Now Panarin flips it back for Werenski. He tries to find room. Keeps it at the blue line. Tries to pass it back. Now Columbus still has it. Duchesne right behind the net. Flips it back in front for Atkinson. 2 shots and great saves by Tuukka Rask. Keeping it 0-1. Columbus now keeping it in the zone. Trying to flip it back to Atkinson. And Savard kind of flubbed it, and Boston Bruins get it back. Yeah, rest in peace the AAF, even though I don't know. I don't really care for it. Dallas up 1-0. They ain't even playing right now, Carson. Give me a break. If only a Rupe goal happened, man. If only a Rupe goal happened. But 23 beauties in the stream right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. 100%. 100%. When the playoff brackets are official, are you going to be doing are you going to release a prediction video? Yes, 100%, Joseph. Prediction videos, especially for the playoffs, are so fun to do. So pretty much the night of, when everything is confirmed, I will be doing that prediction. It might release at midnight and it might release in the afternoon the next day, but I will 100% be making that. Thoughts on Shaw not getting a suspension on that and McQuaid? Oh my gosh. I don't understand how that wasn't a suspension at all. Like, he didn't even get a hearing. He didn't even get fined for that, which was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It's the NHLPA, or the NHL player safety. How about them Calder predictions? Let's talk hockey. Let's not talk about that one. Middlestat. Screw the Blue Jackets. 2 gold. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what was going on there. Like, it was just such a weird goal that I couldn't even talk about it. Nathan, show the game. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game. If I do, I will die instantly. I will evaporate, just like Spider-Man in Infinity War. I will get snapped by my YouTube copyright. If the Pens win tonight, they clinch. Yeah, I've heard about that. Good opportunity for them, by the way. Grav, who would you rather play, Maple Leafs or Flames? Right now, I would say Maple Leafs. Even though Maple Leafs could turn on the playoffs, they kind of look really human right now. Nathan, how's it going, the Jersey Finder? Great to see you in here, man. Thanks for coming by. Glad to have you. Screw the Jackets. Oof, Gab Gaming. Well, Bruins have that 1-0 lead right now. Grav, you fool. We all know the weirdest goal you have ever seen was Antoine Roussel's kick from behind the net in the first round of the 2016 playoffs. Oh, yeah, I do remember that one. That one was pretty weird too. Zeno Razor, how's it going? Great to see you. Same thing going for Vincent. How is it going? Great to see you all in here. Thanks for coming by. Though, if you are new here, I am always late into the chat, so bear with me for a second. Fox, Pesci, Ferland for Gardner, and Brown. I think Toronto desperately. I think Toronto wins that by a pretty large margin. I don't think they're keeping Gardner. Carolina isn't keeping Fox, but Pesci is a brilliant defensive forward, and Ferland, I would say, it's much better than Brown right now. So I would say Toronto really does win that. But if Carolina were to keep Gardner, I mean that would look a little bit better. This is Content Cop. Yeah, the Content Cop was amazing. I thought I told you Trample of a D-bag to show the dang game, man. Yeah, that was funny. The Rangers' defense is sickening. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it definitely is. Let me see. When am I going to get your next... Or when am I getting you your next jersey? I don't know, man. I know I've been looking at some. I've been looking at some of them. Some I was really tempted by. Oh, Josh Anderson right in front! Right there! Oh! They had two amazing opportunities. But yeah, I'm gonna get in the mood of another jersey probably in the next week or so. Watch out. Spending too much money, but either way. You'll probably see me again in the next couple of weeks. Carey Price is the reason why the Habs are going to win against Tampa. I mean, Carey Price is one of the reasons why Montreal is in the position that they're in right now, in a good way. So, we'll see. Hi, Grav. Hi. I have to do an LNHL game real quick, and then I'll be back. It's Ottawa versus Pittsburgh. All right, see you later, Withor. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, still Boston having the lead 1-0 right now. 12:44 to go in the first period. It's been a pretty entertaining game so far. Columbus has responded quite a bit. I would say they responded quite a bit well. They've had a great opportunity a couple of times there around the net. They just haven't gotten into the net yet. But for 26 people watching, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Again, if you're new here, we'll be doing streams throughout the playoffs as well. But again, great to have you all in here. Now, Steph Jones or Roretsky, great opportunity, but Tuukka Rask making that save. What would your reaction be if the Oilers win the lottery draft? I mean, I like the Oilers. Like, as a team, I like the Oilers. They've definitely gone down, in my opinion, over the last couple of years because of how much of a garbage team they've been. But I still like the Oilers to an extent. I wouldn't be mad at it as other people, but I would be pretty annoyed. Even though I like Edmonton, I don't want to see them get another first overall pick. It would just be too. Even though it's been a while since they've done that, 4 years seems like a long time for the Edmonton Oilers. I still don't want to see it happen because I think they would ruin either Capo Caco or Jack Hughes at some point. Who comes out of the Pacific right now at the moment? Calgary, San Jose, Vegas, or Avs, Yotes? I mean, it's a tough one to say because a lot of those teams are great. Calgary, San Jose, Vegas. Coyotes, I would think maybe have a chance in the playoffs. But if I had to say one, I would say San Jose, just because they're built like a playoff team. If Martin Jones gets hot at all, watch out for that team. They're going to be lethal throughout the playoffs, I think. Even though Vegas has a very solid chance of winning that series, I don't know. It could really go a lot of different ways. 5-1 Boston. Looking pretty realistic right now, Steven. I'm the best at NHL playoff predictions. You better prove it, by the way. Oh, I might as well mention that since the NHL released their bracket challenge thing, when the playoffs or when the playoff bracket is decided, I will be releasing a playoff bracket so you guys can submit. It'll be like a Grav community bracket challenge or something. I don't know if I'll give anything to the winner, but I think it'll be a fun thing for you guys to participate in, for you guys to give your predictions as well. I'll probably do the same in the league as well, but it'll be fun. That'll probably be released. Probably be released like a couple of days or a day after the regular season. I think Buffalo and Vancouver deserve to get Hughes. I think Vancouver has already had a little bit of luck, or not luck, but they've had some great picks over the last few years. Adding Hughes or Kako to that team would just make it amazing. Buffalo deserves anything you can get right now, so I would agree with that. But 25 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Again, Boston still having the 1-0 lead, 12:16 to go in this first period. Entertaining game so far. I wish I was a senior in high school. The seniors at my high school are on their senior trip to Disney, and I missed the Disney trip. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I've been to Disneyland twice, I think. The Californian one. If the Stars don't clinch tonight, they probably won't clinch till the playoffs starts. If they need to win tonight. I'm gonna let me see their schedule. They play the Flyers tonight, and they play the Blackhawks and the Wild. I think they're gonna get a point either way. I think it's gonna happen, but they have no excuse to not get a point versus the Flyers. They need to do that. My preseason bracket has failed. I had the LA Kings in the playoffs. Oof. That's no good, Fire Strike. I predicted them to miss the playoffs. By the way, when it comes to my predictions, when it comes to the teams that I thought was gonna fall out of the playoffs, I did pretty well. I'm pretty sure I predicted Anaheim, Minnesota, and LA to miss the playoffs, which right now is looking pretty good. Can you stop posting pics of them in Disney while I'm in college stress? Hi there, how's it going, man? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay as well in the beautiful chat. Toronto, yes, the Toronto Maple Leafs are my favorite team. I like the Maple Leafs quite a bit. Gensel or Marchessault? I mean, Gensel has had an amazing season, but Marchessault is my favorite player on Vegas, so for personal bias, I will say Marchessault. Seth Jones was shot at the point, though it was deflected in front and went back to the Bruins. Columbus keeping it in the zone, dumps it in. Have you watched the new Avengers trailer? I think I watched it, though I haven't even seen Infinity War, so content propaganda makes redneck voices or redneck noises. Let me see. Columbus Blue Jackets from Czech Republic. Not bad, man. Great to see a person from Czech. That's fun to see. Thanks for coming along, by the way. I think it's pretty late over there, so I love the dedication, man. Screw the Ottawa Senators because they are not good right now. Agreed. Friggin' Melnick. If Mitch Marner was a Penguin. Oof, that would be pretty fun to see. I mean, I wouldn't want to see it because I like the Leafs. I'm kind of mad towards the Penguins, but he would get 100-point seasons back-to-back, I would feel, at that point. Zach, how's it going, man? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Columbus, great opportunity right in front for, I think that was David Savard, but Rask was able to make the save there, just barely. Let me see. Yeah, huge Vegas fan. Yes, Vegas is my third favorite team. I love me some Golden Knights, man. Love me some Golden Knights. Is this who this gravity guy sees? How come you have a Bruise jersey behind you? Huh. Wait a second. When did this appear? When did this get here? I'm kidding, by the way. But yeah, I have a Bruins jersey in the background because I have it. Pretty good reasoning if I don't say so myself. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Hurricanes. Yeah, that's gonna be a big game tonight, Zach. I'm kind of cheering for both teams. I'm hoping it goes to overtime. The Maple Leafs do kind of need to win, but so do the Hurricanes. So it'll be a pretty entertaining game. Go Bruins, man. That's hard to say as a Habs fan. Yeah, Trent, you kind of have to root for both Boston and Toronto tonight because they face Carolina and Columbus in the same night. It's pretty crazy. The amount of times that Grav did this last season during the playoffs when the Caps almost scored, making me think they did. I mean, I'll go crazy for good scoring chances. Will you stream the Draft Lottery on April 9th? Yes, 100%, Vincent. That's going to be a great event. I'm pretty sure they are doing it like in 2 parts like they did last year, so it'll be a little bit easier. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming that for sure. It'll be a great time. Hopefully you guys join that as well. But that'll be the last night, I think, before the NHL playoffs start. So it'll be a big frenzy, and of course that's when the first round comes, and of course that's when the playoff streams start coming. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Not being biased, but Gensel has been the more surprising player, and Marchessault has been underwhelming this season. I mean, Marchessault hasn't been the greatest by any means. Gensel has been great alongside of guys like Crosby. I feel like that he's worked well for sure. I just watched him and Sid about a possible McDavid trade, and I can't wait for that moment. I mean, things would have to get really bad in Edmonton for that to actually happen. Man, if he scored more in the Cup final, Vegas would have won. I mean, Vegas needed some goaltending in that final. They needed some goaltending. Fleury just disappeared. Thoughts on the Sabres' fall from grace? I think it's pretty disappointing. For me personally, I was thinking the Buffalo Sabres, I feel like they were the best team at one point in the NHL. It was pretty crazy. It's just kind of surreal how they fell from grace so quickly. And a lot of people will blame it on Phil Housley, on the GM Jason Botterill, but you don't fall that hard without having some collusion in the locker room. You don't fall that hard. That coach doesn't just do that. You can't blame it all on Phil Housley. If I was going to blame somebody, like I said in my Buffalo Sabres rebuild video, I would blame it on the ownership, the Pagulas of settling for mediocrity, settling for this bad team after bad team. If they had a winning culture in there, if they didn't have this this mindset of losing all the time, then they would actually make the playoffs. I mean, they looked fantastic. The team looked so exciting in November. But again, it's not just a coach that makes that fall from grace so quickly. I mean, they're like the fourth worst team in the NHL right now. That's how bad they have been. Like, you don't fall from grace that much with just the coach. That's just my opinion. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't fire Phil Housley. I think it's just there's been so many coaches going for Buffalo that it just wouldn't make sense. Andriana Duran just subscribed. Thanks you so much. You get the John Tavares kiss gif. It's an absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. And by the way, he's not a traitor. He's my boy, my pajama boy. What is potential to give to Caden Primo of the Habs? I like Caden Primo quite a lot. I saw a lot of him in the World Junior team from Montreal. I think he'll be pretty solid. When it comes to Carey Price, he'll likely be the starter for years to come. Or for Montreal's sake, they better hope that. I'm not sure if he'll get too much of an opportunity there. Oh, great chance for the Boston Bruins. Good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. But yeah, I feel like Caden Primo at his max with Montreal maybe plays 40 games. Like, I just don't see him getting too much of an opportunity, even if he was that great. Ahead of Carey Price, who they're paying $10 million. So he might be a guy that Montreal can ship off for a ton of assets in the future. I think that would be the likely thing to go to, because I think he'll be better than a career backup, that's for sure. Grav, what if the Penguins had Marner? I think they could win the Cup this season. Like, you had Marner's in that disgusting team already. That's lethal. Did you see the Discord Draft Lottery prediction? Colorado first via Ottawa and selecting Hughes and LA getting the second pick. I mean, it's pretty realistic. It's pretty realistic for sure. I would say Colorado picks Kakko if they got that first overall pick, for sure. They don't really need that second line center more than they do Kaapo Kakko, who brings that depth offense. It's possible Stanley Cup for Columbus. I mean, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world if Sergei Bobrovsky gets hot, if Artemi Panarin, Duchesne, and Atkinson continue to be hot throughout the playoffs. It wouldn't be too crazy. It might be a little bit crazy, but maybe not too crazy. But 24 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals, as always. But again, this game is still Boston up 1-0. And by the way, I thought the sheriff had you suspicious, and he somewhat looks like you. Yeah, I don't know where he came from. He let me out of jail today. I was just given no warning for that. I was given, like, beans to eat yesterday. It was rough. Can anyone tell me how Barrett Hayton was picked Barrett Hayton was picked 5th last year? I mean, he's had a pretty great OHL season. He's not 5th overall worthy yet, but he's starting to show some promise for Arizona. Starting to show why he was drafted 5th overall. I still don't like the pick, but he's kind of filled it or salvaged it a little bit. 1-0 Nashville. Ooh, interesting. Who's Nashville playing tonight, by the way? And I am catching up a little bit. Red Last. He's been picked 5th, and I don't know. I mean, he wasn't bad at all for Sault Ste. Marie, I think, of the OHL. He's been good. Are the Wild done making the playoffs? I mean, I think this year they're not making it. I don't think they have too much of a chance. They kind of just given up on the season. They gotten guys like Fiala, Renato to fulfill some of the youth. I think it's a good move for Wild. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs next year, but the year after that, if they get Kaprizov, him being a lethal rookie likely, I can see Wild making the playoffs in maybe 2020 or 2021. I think that could be a season where they make it, but I don't think they're going to make it next year. Let me see. Cife, even Grav agreed with me. Sure. Yes, Kellen. My bracket had Preds versus Lightning in the Stanley Cup with Tampa winning it, but I had LA in the second round. That's not good, OC. Who do you have LA beating? That's my thing. Like, again, I just didn't see too much firepower on LA's side, and how they got beat versus Vegas, I kind of saw how the warnings were coming. I don't like the Leafs, Grav. Well, that's up to you, Von Hook. That's fine. You don't have to like the Leafs, but I love the Leafs. March is over. Gensel, that hurts. I am the Vegas fan, and they are my second favorite team. I mean, it's personal bias. I mean, if we're going on the better player right now, I would go with Gensel. But if we're going favorite player, it's got to be Marchessault for me. This game is good. Yes, it has been Shimon. 1-0 Boston, still having the 1-0 lead. 6:52 to go in this first period. Not too many chances as of late, but both teams are cycling in a neutral zone. Screw the Bruins. I mean, that's why I'm cheering for Columbus in this game. I love my roommates for next year. They're so sweet. Not bad, Minka. Gonna go back, write a script for Thursday. Be back soon. See you later, Steven. See you when you get back. Have to go to bed 1:28 a.m. in Czechia. Go to bed, man. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you in here. Pretty late over there, so thanks for stopping by at least. Dallas is my third favorite team, but let's go Flyers. Oh, right in front. Great chance for Brad Marchand. Dangled it out, but a good save by Sergei Bobrovsky in front. Columbus kind of collapsing a little bit there, showing some weakness defensively. Now they come back up. Foligno flips it back and dumps it in a little bit. Now Columbus fighting for it along the boards. Boston getting it out, though. Marchand, great opportunity, one-on-one, finds some room. Gets back, tries to pass to Chara on the breakaway. Oh, great opportunity in front. That was Dubinsky. That was almost tipped into his own net. But Bruins do keep it. Chara at the point. Flings it around the boards. Now back to Pasternak. He wasn't able to get it. Now Boone Jenner gets it out and flips it. And Columbus getting it out now. Did you see that play by Hughes in his debut? Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Does a healthy Pavelski and Karlsson fix the problems of San Jose's goaltending? Yeah, San Jose's goaltending, I mean, Martin Jones has been a playoff performer in the past, so I think he can reverse his bad play so far, but I mean, Karlsson coming back would be huge for them if he does come back before the first round. What time is the draft lottery? I think it's like, I can check. I think it's like in the afternoon. I think it's like in the afternoon. I could be wrong. Let me check. All right, key dates. The NHL Draft Lottery will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 8 p.m. Eastern, and then 6 p.m. I'm blanking. Pacific Time. Pacific Time. I'm done. I'm done. What is your predictions for the playoffs? Florida, I think it's pretty interesting because there's a lot of teams that can be in it. It's hard to root against Tampa in the East. I would say St. Louis has a pretty solid chance at making it in the West. Nashville and Winnipeg have been kind of rough lately, so I don't know. I feel like it'll be pretty close, especially in the West. Is it just me, or is the media in Toronto apathetic or apoplectic to the Leafs? Not sure if it's the fan or the media is more rabid over there in Toronto. I mean, the Toronto media is always rabid. Spoiler: Oilers winning the lottery because, of course, they are. Makes sense, Brian. Makes sense. It's good that the lottery draft is on the day before the playoffs and not during the playoffs. Yes, exactly, Von Hook. I think last year they did it like, it was like last year they did it like in the second round of like, or in the second round, like in the second intermission of like a Penguins Capitals game or something. I think that's what it was. It was so dumb. Like, I'm so glad they fixed it now. It's a lot easier. It's a lot more normal. Do you follow WHL? Yes, I do follow WHL. Mostly a lot of the prospects in this year's draft, like Krebs, Cousins, Byram. So there's a lot of guys to look forward to in the WHL for sure, especially this year. If Vegas had Marner, woof. I'm a huge fan of Marner. When Crosby retires, screw. Wait a second. Screw McDavid, Marner all the way. I mean, I don't know. I think you'd rather have McDavid over Marner, but yeah. U.S. Development Program coach said he wouldn't be surprised if Farabee makes the Flyers next season. If he makes the Flyers, I think he could be a dark horse for the Calder. I think he has a solid chance to make it next season. I think if I had to bet, he would have. I think he would start out in the AHL and have a dominant season. But I think he could start out in the AHL or in the NHL. I think he could. He has a solid chance to. I agree. Especially my team has to play against McJesus 4 times. Yeah, that's rough. If you're in the Pacific Division, oh, Chara, big blast. And Sergei Bobrovsky making the easy glove save. Who do you think the Rangers should draft? That's a good question. Let me check where they are in the standings, because I know if we're going on it, the Rangers are 6 overall right now. I think that's a pretty good spot for them to be in. If they do draft 6 overall, which is pretty unlikely, they likely will move a little bit. If the Rangers do draft 6 overall, they could go a variety of options. Guys like Trevor Zegras could fit in well. Maybe Bowen Byram if he's still available. There's some solid guys, though. If Bowen Byram is available at number 6, New York should definitely take him, 100%. Do you think the Hawks make the playoffs with a full season of Dylan Strome, Boquist, and Jokiharju? I think they'll be competitive once again next season, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, mostly because the guys like Keefe and Seabrook are getting 1 year older. Guys like Kane and Taves are getting 1 year older. Even though they had a little bit of a resurgence this season, I still don't see them putting up the same totals that they did this season. I mean, Kane, 100 points. I don't feel like that's happening again. But 23 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Again, thanks for coming by. Every single one of you definitely does make my day. And hopefully you guys are having a good time as well. Which goalie should Canucks trade? That's a pretty good question, Harshan. I would say right now, Markstrom would have quite a bit of value if they want to go for Thatcher Demko and kind of go with that future. I feel like it could work, though I feel like Markstrom and Demko will be the two going into the future. Markstrom kind of plugging until Demko is ready. Will Tampa win out to the playoffs? I hope so. If they win tonight and then they win the next 2 games, they will go ahead of Detroit's win record of the entire NHL, which I'm hoping happens because that would just be ridiculous. It would be crazy to see. But I'm feeling like right now they will lose 1 more game. I feel like they will tie with Detroit in the points, but even then. Oh, a little bit of fighting right there. Looks like Joakim Normstrom and Nick Foligno going it, and the play is still on, by the way. They're kind of going feisty on each other, some cross checks. Nothing called right now, no whistle, and there we go. There we go. Looks like I don't think there's going to be a power play on either end, but things are getting feisty now between Columbus and Boston. Please can Vancouver win the lottery? I'm hoping so, Minka. That would be amazing. Oh, a big hit by Onakari might have sparked that. Backus and Savard going against each other. two big men. It looks like Grav likes the Leafs more than the Stars. This is not good at all. Hey, I love the Stars, okay? I love the Stars. I had LA second beating Calgary in 5 and then losing to the Avs. I had Avs over Sharks. Pretty interesting. I mean, I obviously Calgary has like a lot more dominant than a lot of people expected, so I can kind of see that. But I just didn't have too much faith in LA. I didn't expect them being this bad at all, but they kind of proved me that their age is catching up to them. Vancouver needs Capo Caco. I think it would be pretty special to see either of those 2 guys, Jack Hughes or Capo Caco, go to Vancouver. It would be crazy. I would light a house because he has waited too long to call up players for the Americans. Also, he's been changing the lines way too much, so nobody can build chemistry. Lastly, he says the same things after every L. I mean, that's pretty much every coach when it comes to saying the same things. I mean, switching up the lines isn't really that uncommon either. Though, yeah, I feel like when it comes... He's obviously made some mistakes this season, but I wouldn't say it's all because of him. Lose today for Lafreniere. Or lose today for Lafreniere. If you say it actually like it's supposed to be said like Lafreniere, it's not Lafreniere. It's Lafreniere. Lose today for Lafreniere. Oh my gosh, Steven. I've been waiting for a good hashtag for next year's Tank Wars for Lafreniere. I don't know if you stole that from somewhere, but you just found it. Lose today for Lafreniere. That is amazing. That is simply amazing. All right, we finally got a good hashtag. I mean, there wasn't too many options with that last name, but we got it. We got it, boys. 6 p.m. Mountain Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Yes. Hoping the By the way, I am catching them in the chat a little bit. So. Let me see. Hoping the Hawks lose all the remaining games. I'd like to see them pick number 3. I mean, the Hawks have kind of ruined their own tank. I feel like if they tanked, I mean, they had like they were like the worst team in the league at one point. Like I think in December or something. They had a chance to have a really, really good pick this year and still have some promising young guys, but they practically blew it. Oh, Panarin coming back in! The bread man stopped by Tuukka Rask. Good save on a pretty awesome chance by Panarin, but still, Columbus being held scoreless right now. Good pass by Duchess, a.k.a. Duchesne. Which goalie should the Canucks trade? I would say if they had to trade one. I don't know who they're... I mean, I feel like it's just Demko and Markstrom going in the future. There are 8 time zones in USA and Canada. I mean, yeah, they got the Newfoundland one as well. Truck King 78, BB. All right. Very cool. Being a Buffalo Sports fan is depressing. It must be, man. I mean, I'm kind of middle on the Buffalo Sabres. I like them. But I don't love them really. But yeah, the Sabres are depressing, 100%. And the Bills. Well, we won't even mention their depression right there. Thank you so much for answering my question. Do you have any pets? I have one dog. I'm not sure where she is right now, but she's Yorkie Poo. Oh, great opportunity! And Johansson scores! Marcus Johansson with, I think, his first goal as a Boston Bruin makes it 2-0 with 2:33. Big rebound by Sergei Bobrovsky, and Johansson puts it home. I'm pretty sure that's his first goal as a Bruin. Great play by, was that Charlie Coyle? Yeah, Coyle with the wraparound shot, went off of Sergei Bobrovsky's pads, and right to Marcus Johansson, who buries it right there. Makes it 2-1. I think that the 2 deadline acquisitions for Boston paying off big on that goal. Yes, first career goal for the first career goal for Marcus Johansson when it comes to his time in the Boston Bruins. Big goal by him. I know he came back. I think he came back in like the last game or something. He was out for a couple of weeks. I know that for sure. But big goal by him and a big goal for the Boston Bruins. Who do you think Ottawa will draft first overall? Oh wait. Rip. Don't tell Eugene Melnyk that he doesn't even have his first round pick right now. He can't even tank. Let me see. Thoughts on Blashill's extension? I'm not a big fan of Blashill personally. I mean, he hasn't had the greatest teams to work with, but he hasn't exactly done Detroit too many favors. He hasn't had too much to work with, but he hasn't made them any better than they should be, which that's just a mediocre coach. I mean, I can see why they would have faith in him, but at the same time, I just don't see too much in him. But the assists go to Charlie Coyle and Austin Wagner. Goal by Marcus Johansson. But 21 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Currently, Boston is leading 2-1 in the first period with 1:35 to go. Columbus wanting to get that halfway goal before this first period ends. I really like Cole Caulfield. I would say the same thing. I like Cole Caulfield quite a bit. USA-born stud, by the way. Finalist predictions, Grav. If I had to say one right now, I mean, it's always changing. If I had to say one right now, I would say Tampa versus St. Louis. 1-0 Bolts, Stamkos. There we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Bolts. Joe Bob, how old are you? I am 16 years old. How old are you? Who do you think the Flyers will draft? Right now, they would draft 12th overall. I think that's a pretty good question. They would have a lot of options at that point. I think they would go again for another forward like they have in the past. Though they could use another good defensive prospect, which could work. I mean, Philadelphia's defense has kind of been a lot rougher this season than I did expect. They still have some good young guys in the defensive core, but I feel like while it might be a little bit obvious for them to go for another forward, I mean, they've gotten Farabee, they've gotten Frost. Those are 2 amazing forward prospects that are already going to come through. So I feel like Philadelphia will kind of throw a curveball, and I think they actually might draft a defenseman. If they are in that spot, I think they will draft a guy like Victor Soderstrom. If they can, I think they should. But at 12, you've got other guys like maybe Arthur Kaliev. That spot is kind of a lot more wide open than obviously the earlier picks. But Philadelphia would have some options, and I wouldn't put it past them to draft a defenseman. Boston coming up right now. Now to Marchand. He tries to pass it back. Now Columbus intercepts it. Tried to pass it all the way to Foligno on the other end, but nothing there. The Rangers need an elite goal scorer player badly. Hopefully we get one. At 6, they'll probably have a good opportunity to get guys like Trevor Zegras. I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be that elite goal scorer that you might want, but if New York really wants that elite goal scorer, maybe they would trade down a little bit, maybe like 8 or 9 and draft Cole Caulfield. That could work. Thoughts on Ovi hitting 50 for the 8th time in his career? I think it's pretty amazing. I'm a big fan of Ovechkin. Glad to see him get the Stanley Cup, of course. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, but 8 times, man, it's just insane. In my personal opinion, he is the best goal scorer in the NHL's history. I don't think you could really debate that for how little goals are scored in today's game. He's been able to be so dominant in such a short time. And if he does break Gretzky's goal record, I don't think there'll ever be a better goal scorer than Alex Ovechkin. I just don't see that happening unless the NHL just goes whack and then we see a period where goal scoring is like 7 to 8 and that's the new norm. Unless that happens, I feel like Ovechkin will be the best goal scorer of all time. If he does actually do that, and I think right now he still is, but he would cement that if he did score more than Gretzky. Is it true that I've seen mock drafts that my Pens have a first-round pick? Shock baked. I think they do. I think they do. I'm not sure about that. I don't usually associate a first-round pick with the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I think they might. I could be wrong, though. When was the last time the New York Rangers had a top 3 pick? Well, it's stressful being a New York Rangers fan. Yes, Jesse, it's been a long time. I know that for sure. I mean, they had some like rough periods like the early 2000s, I believe, but they had that great playoff streak, and then they always drafted pretty low in the first round. So New York will have a pretty awesome opportunity to get an amazing pick, and I hopefully see them do. I mean, if they get a guy like Jack Hughes, that would be great for that franchise, and as a guy who wants to see him succeed, I think he would do great there. Are you going to make a video on which coaches are in the hot seats? Maybe OC. That might be one that I do end up making. I don't know if there's too many, but that is a pretty good suggestion. I feel like Bettman might rig the lottery for Vancouver. That would make the NHL, or that would make the NHL get more money. I don't know if it will make them get more money, but I think it would be a better story if Hughes ended up joining Quinn Hughes, his brother. It would be a fantastic story. I'm not sure if the NHL will get more money from that, though, since it is a Canadian market. But 23 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. On the way to 2.7K subscribers. Let's try and hit 20 likes in this live stream. Right now, I think we're at 18 from what I see right now. Taro Hirose is looking like a beast. I gotta agree with that, man. From what I've seen with Detroit, I haven't seen much of them lately. But what I've seen from Hirose, he's looked great. Or is it like, I think it's Hirose. Is it? I think it's I don't think it's Hirose. I think it's Hirose. Kind of like I think he's like Japanese or something, or of Japanese descent, which is pretty crazy. Can the Oilers just be exempt from the draft lottery? They're gonna get excluded. Too many good picks for the Oilers. They're just done. They're done. Bowser, Horvat, Pedersen, Hughes. Imagine if they draft Kako or Jack Hughes. I mean, they could have a solid chance at it. I mean, they're not the greatest team by any means. They have a solid chance at it, and if they do, I'm not a Vancouver fan by any means, but I hope they do, because I would like to see Vancouver in the playoff race again. And if they do get a guy like Kako or Jack Hughes, I don't think it's a far reach to put them in the playoffs next year. Connor McDavid might ask for a trade as early as the 2020 offseason. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it, there was like a Twitter, or there was like a YouTube video of Connor McDavid and his like post-game thoughts after the Edmonton Oilers were officially eliminated, and he was frustrated. It was not easy to watch as a McDavid fan myself. 16 as well, not bad, Joe Bob. Respect to that. Respect to that. Don't you just love the Ottawa jokes on how they don't have their first round pick on this disastrous year? Never gets old, Trent. Never gets old. Poor Ottawa. Though they have to atone for their sins for having Eugene Melnyk as their owner. That you have to be punished for that fact alone. But yeah, I'm seeing this Stamkos goal right now, and that was not good. That was a yikes, a weird goal, just like the first Boston goal in this one. You watch Your Name Tree before, Grav? Yes, I have. I first watched him back in like 2016 or something. It's been a while, and of course he's still making great content as always. For defenseman at 12, I would take Soderstrom or York. Yeah, if you could get Soderstrom at number 12, I would definitely take him, Minka. I would definitely take him. I think Montreal, or not Montreal, Philadelphia, it would be wise to take a defenseman, because while Gostisbehere and Provorov are honestly the goalies of the future, I feel like there might be a little bit of depth issue, and Soderstrom would instantly fix that, I think. He might take a couple of years to make the NHL, but he's not going to be this he's not going to be this Gostisbehere who scores a ton of points, but he would be an amazing top 4 defenseman for Philadelphia's future, and would really cement that defense, in all honesty. Alongside of guys like Frost, and Farabee going in. So it would add to an already amazing Philadelphia prospect pool. Read last. For forwards, Caulfield, Kaliev, Boldy if he slips. I mean, I feel like one of those guys will be available for Philadelphia. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like at least one of those guys will be, though. Just popping in quickly, but gotta say, Donato for Coyle trade has worked well for Minnesota so far. I mean, it's been okay for Boston, but yeah, I gotta agree with you, Matt. I gotta agree with you. Donato has been amazing. Finally fulfilling the potential I thought he had. It's taken a while. This year, but it's finally happening with Minnesota. Also for defensemen, I would like Seider. Yes, Seider is very, very solid. Again, I think he'll take a little bit of time to get into the NHL, but once he's there, he'll be great. Don't sleep on Ville Heinola at defense. Yes, I saw the prospect report as well. Very, very solid. Great to have you back, Matt. By the way, it's fun. But yeah, when it comes to Heinola, I'm not sure if I would take him at number 12, but he's very solid. Thoughts on Elon Musk? The guy is a legend. The guy's an absolute legend. Landon Parody, how's it going? Great to see you in here, man. Thanks for coming by. Same thing goes for IE Sports Network. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your stay. Currently, we're in the second intermission of this Buffalo. A Boston-Columbus game. Again, Boston having the lead 2-0, but the game should be starting in a little bit, in a few minutes here. But yeah, Boston having that 2-0 lead already. Pens will probably trade their first rounder at the draft for Ragoon like they did in 2017. They'll trade him for Ryan Reeves again. Watch. Which GMs do you think will be on a hot seat? I mean, I could combine that as like GMs and coaches that are on the hot seat. I could do that. But when it comes to GMs, there's not too many. Like Peter Chiarelli was already fired. There's, I don't know, maybe... It's tough to say because there hasn't been that much. Maybe, what's his name? I'm not even sure who's the GM in LA. I'm forgetting his name, but yeah, I think he will be out of there. Bob Murray might be on the hot seat as well. When it comes to the Eastern Conference, I think... I don't know if Jason Botterill is really on the hot seat, though. Ken Holland might be gone after this season. We'll see. But yeah, I feel like it'll stay the same way. I see Ray Shero staying in New Jersey. I see New York staying. I don't see too many changes when it comes to the GMs. I would say more coaching changes than it comes to GM changes. Hiroshi. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hiroshi. Okay, I'll be able. Okay, I'll keep it in mind now. McDavid wants out. Yeah, Adam Fall. I'm not sure about that, but he might. He might actually in his heart. But yeah, Landon, I am 16. Murray made save of the year. Did he really? Who are the Penguins? They're playing. Wait a second. Let me check. Who are the Penguins playing? They're playing Detroit. Wow. Detroit having the 1-0 lead. That's fantastic. Detroit is like about to win 6 straight. That would be crazy. Can Canes make the playoffs? Yeah, they have a solid chance to on fall. I think they're at 93 points right now. They're in the second wild card, I think, as of right now. If they win versus Toronto, that would be a huge win. Yeah, try not to spam as much as you can, Faye. You just called Provorov and Goss to spare goalies. Did I? I wouldn't put myself past them. I mean, they're both solid goaltenders for sure. Be a solid defenseman. When do you think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen will be NHL ready? That's a pretty good question. I think he's not eligible for the OHL next season. I feel like he'll transition to the AHL next season. I think he'll take 2 years in the AHL with the Americans, and then I feel like he'll be ready for the NHL. I'm a big fan of UPL. I think he's going to be very solid for Buffalo. Hopefully the goalie of the future. Who would you pick for the Blue Jackets, Sidney Crosby or Mitch Marner? I mean, Sidney Crosby. if I had to choose one guy to go on in Columbus, I would say Sidney Crosby for sure. But 16 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for coming by. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying your nights. It's been pretty solid for me so far. Hopefully the Dallas Stars win tonight, and clinch the playoffs, that would be brilliant. As I'm wearing the Dallas Stars hat right now. Let's go. Anaheim should tank next season. I don't think, yeah, I think they probably should. It's just a matter of how much they're able to, because they might not even be able to hit the cap floor. It's kind of interesting because I feel like Anaheim could have a solid chance to make the playoffs next year if John Gibson kind of bounces back from his rough second half. If Rickard Rakell becomes the great player again like we thought he was going to be throughout the whole season. I feel like Anaheim, I don't think Anaheim will make the playoffs, but I think they might be competitive next season. How many times a week do you live stream? Landon, it's about once a week right now, but in the playoffs, I'll be doing a lot more, likely every other day. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you subscribe as well. It's going to be a big ride during the playoffs, for sure. Toronto Maple Leafs scores. Ooh, who did that? Who scored? Let me know. I think Holland might be on the hot seat. I think he might be too. I feel like Detroit obviously has that inner relationship with Ken Holland, but I think it might be time for them to move on. For me personally, I think they should have moved on a long time ago, but I think Detroit might be finally realizing that. Yeah, Yzerman to Detroit next season. I think it's a solid possibility. That would be him going back to Detroit would be really, really good to see for him. Yeah, I'm a sophomore, Landon. I'm a sophomore. What teams do you think could realistically make a trade for McDavid? Not a lot, that's for sure. I mean, if you want to give up your whole team, I think any team can, but it's all about what will happen. I think if we're gonna go for teams that actually can do it, I feel like a team that needs that center, that franchise center, could really go after it. I don't know. It'll all depend on the circumstance. This is probably in the future when this question gets asked, but I still don't see McDavid getting traded. But the Oilers would likely screw that trade up anyways, so I don't know if it'll be that franchise haul that we might expect. But 19 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The second period is about to start in this game. Again, Boston having the 2-0 lead right now. We'll see if Columbus is able to get it back at least a little bit in the second. Oh, Murray saved on the goal line. All right, that makes sense. I mean, Murray has been pretty solid as of late, I'm pretty sure. I've liked what I've seen from him. Grade 11, so I'm not doing too better. Just be like that sometimes. 1-0 Wings Bertuzzi. Not bad. I think the Red Wings are at home. Domino's or Pizza Hut? I don't really like either. Like, I can go for either, but I don't really like either. That's a tough one. Little Caesars, I think, would be my favorite, my favorite, chain pizza. There are some decent ones though. Caesars just subscribed. Thanks so much for subscribing, my man. You get the John Tavares Kiss gift. If you have your subscriptions public and you subscribe, you'll get the John Tavares Kiss gift. It's an absolute beauty, if I'm gonna say so myself. But yeah, thanks so much, man. 1-1 Thompson. Ooh, Nate Thompson getting that Habs goal. That's not bad. That's pretty fun. What if the Sabres are not able to hold or not able to get Skinner? That would be a great story if they aren't able to secure Skinner. I know he's in UFA after this season. They're gonna have to do some finagling to keep Jeff Skinner on that team because he gave them his all this season. I had him on my fantasy team on both of my teams, and he was the only player I had on both my teams, and I liked it quite a lot, especially the first half. But they're going to have to really give him some firepower and a reason to stay if he wants to stay, because he could get a ton of money on the market that he might not get in Buffalo. Who's your favorite team? And it's my first time here. By the way, welcome, Landon. Great to see you in here, man. When it comes to my favorite team, my favorite team is the Dallas Stars. It'll go the Tampa Bay Lightning number 2, the Vegas Golden Knights number 3, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs number 4. If I did pick a number 5, it would be San Jose. But yeah, Dallas is way up there. My favorite team by far. They've had a pretty solid season this season. I'm hoping that they actually do something in the playoffs. That would be pretty nice. Lucky for Bruins. Yeah, that first goal was really lucky. Detroit receives McDavid. Edmonton receives Larkin, 2020 and 2021 first-round pick, and Taro Hirose. I wouldn't say that's. I think that'll be a bad trade for Edmonton, but not a terrible one. Maybe for McDavid, Detroit gives Larkin that 2021 and 2022 first-round pick. Maybe you also give a guy up like Philip Zadania. I mean, McDavid is that good. But yeah, I feel like with Edmonton, Again, trading McDavid in the first place is stupid, but at this point, they've kind of been put into a hole because they've been so bad. Fake news. Mayor. Okay. All right. This is so random, but me and my friends were talking about the Malaysia, yeah, I saw some of that on Discord. It was weird. I don't even know how to talk about it really. What if Erik Karlsson actually went to Vegas? That would be that would be amazing. It's not going to happen, but it would be amazing. We saw the Erik Karlsson rumors of him going to Vegas in the offseason, which I was all for, but I think he does stay in San Jose. I think San Jose does give up a lot to keep him. They might not have the cap space in all honesty, but I think they do keep him. Yeah, it was a weird situation, Minka. Toronto Maple Leafs 0-0. Do you like the WWE? I watch a little bit of it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not against it really either. Are you watching the Toronto game, Maple Leafs? No, I'm not watching it live. I'm seeing a couple of clips from it, but again, this is Boston Columbus stream right now. We're in the first intermission. The second period is about to start in a few minutes. It's been a long intermission so far. Too many ads, man. Too many ads. Let me see. Kalen Addison next. Tyson Barrie. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Kalen Addison is a pretty decent two-way guy. But I love Kalen Addison quite a lot. I do like him quite a lot. If he becomes a Tyson Barrie, that would be pretty solid. But I do like Kalen Addison quite a lot. I'd say Bruins, or in your opinion, can the Boston Bruins take out Toronto in the first round of the playoffs? I think they have a pretty solid chance to, Jordan. By the way, how's it going, man? Great to see you in here. But I would say Bruins definitely take that series. I think people are giving Toronto a little bit of a bad rap. I think they do win some games in that series, but I would say Boston wins it, at least right now. Which players do you think will get traded in the offseason? For one, Adam Fox is almost 100% traded. That's pretty obvious. But when it comes to other players, I feel like a guy like Chris Kreider could be gone from New York. There's some guys that we thought would get traded at the trade deadline that weren't traded. Maybe a guy like Jimmy Howard. I feel like when it comes to this offseason, I think it'll be a lot less eventful than last year when it came to Erik Karlsson, Max Pacioretty. It was a pretty amazing offseason last year when it came to good stories and good rumors. But this year could still be good also. Dallas gets Connor McDavid and Edmonton gets Roman Polak. Man, Edmonton would get fleeced with that deal. Polak is a franchise player, the best player in the league. Who do you think the Caps will play in the first round? That's a pretty good question. I think let me see who they're on pace to play right now. But the second period is about to start in this game. Boston again having the 2-0 lead. Right now, if the playoffs were to start today, the Capitals would face the Columbus Blue Jackets right now if it were to end today. But I feel like the Capitals will end up facing Columbus in that wild card 1 spot. Columbus is looking very, very good right now. I think they do keep that number 1 spot in the wild card. So that would be a pretty interesting series, by the way. Very, very cool. But puck drop is among us. The second period has now started. Boston Bruins again having that 2-0 lead. We'll see if Columbus can get anything back right here. Toronto 1-0. Nylander. There we go, boys. There we go. My boy Willie Nylander getting it done. That's great to see. Fantastic to see. Which one player would you want to see in Dallas and why? Ooh, that's a great question, Keelan. There's a lot. But if I had to say a dream player on Dallas, I would say Seth Jones. Dallas-born stud, the franchise defenseman. I would say if I had to say one player, I would want him to go to his hometown, his home team, the Dallas Stars. That would be my dream. Do you think the Senators will do good next year? I feel they'll do better than this year, but still not all that great. Let me see. Only way I think Maple Leafs can beat Bruins is fixed defense, and Anderson needs to be on top of his game. I agree with that, Faye. I mean, especially goaltending-wise, Anderson has to be elite in that series. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs also had to score a little bit more goals than they did last year. They kind of gave up on defense as well a little bit. Oh, great move by Atkinson. Tried to get it back. Columbus still keeping it in the zone. Trying to circle it back. Dutch Ege Duchesne gets it. Behind the boards, still sloughing right there, and Atkinson trying to find it, trying to grind around the boards. Krejci and others, Grizzlick trying to find it. Now back to the point. Goes back to Duchesne. He tries to get it back at the boards, flips it back to Nudavara. Now back to Savard. He flips it back to Panarin, trying to find some space. He goes back to the blue line, flips it back to Nudavara, and it's out of the zone. Rest in peace. But 18 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Great to have you all in here. So again, Boston solving the 2-0 lead. Oh, great opportunity right in front. Bobrovsky gets it with the stick. The puck was kind of floating there for, I think that was Wagner. But Bobrovsky ended up poking the stick in front and getting that away. You should do a live stream of free agency on July 1st. Nah, I don't know about that one. That would probably be a long time. Like 8 hours long. Like I'm not sure if I'm prepared to do that kind of thing. I mean, a trade deadline stream would already be long enough. I mean, that's why I don't do it, is because it would just be all morning and all afternoon. Streams that long kind of suck. The only way I would do a stream that long if it was for the draft or something. Like that's the only way I would go that long. I probably won't even do that this year for the draft. What do you think of the New York Rangers prospects if you keep up with them? Yes, so when it comes to prospects, a lot of you guys know I do a lot of prospect videos on this channel. I do keep up with a lot of prospects around the NHL. I do like the Rangers prospect pool quite a lot. I don't think it's an elite prospect pool, but guys like Kravtsov and K'Andre Miller are fantastic. Will be great players in the future for New York. They got some other great guys like Nils Lundqvist, some decent goaltending prospects as well. So I feel like the future in New York is going to be good. They might have a little bit of trouble figuring out that some of that depth, but I feel like with New York, if they add a guy like a Bowen Byram with the draft, or if they get a top 3 pick, that future's looking mighty good for them, Jesse. Didn't get a notification. Rest in peace, Latinga's God. But hey, at least you're here now. Better late than never, as I always say. Are you going to watch the World Championships in May? Yes, Von Hook. I probably will do some of that. I think that's like in the middle of the second round or something. So there will be streams on that. There'll be streams on the second round of the playoffs. So it'll be kind of half and half. But I'm hoping the USA gets it done in that one. I don't think the Sens have hit rock bottom yet. I think they will next season. That's a pretty. I think that's a pretty hot take. I feel like guys like Kachuk will get better. Shabbat will be healthy for a whole season. The goaltending, I still don't see being worse than this season. It couldn't possibly. The defense might get a little bit better as some guys like Brandstrom maybe become full-time NHLers. I feel like Ottawa likely will be a top or bottom 5 team in the league, but maybe not as bad. At least, hopefully not. And they'll have their first-round pick next year unless they trade it again. But Backus gets it now. Shots on goal for Boston. They're leading at 12-8 right now. 16:44 to go in this second period. Boston having the 2-2 or the 2-0 lead. Now Miller comes in. Good opportunity. Shakes off a couple of defenders and shoots it just high. Zuccarello could be playing tonight. He's taking warm-ups? Wait a second. Really? Wait a second. I need to see this for a second. Is he really? Is he really? Please say he's playing tonight. Please saying he's playing tonight. Oh my gosh. If Zuccarello's playing tonight, I'm going to die of happiness. Zuccarello's taking line rushes and warm-ups. Oh my gosh. It's time. It's time. Zuccarello time, baby. Please, please let him play versus Philadelphia, and please let him be healthy. I don't want us to get him injured again, but man, please let him play that game. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Oh, great chance in front for Riley Nash. Good deke and a couple of good chances. Now Foligno gets it back around the boards, flips it back to the point. Shot at the point, right in front for Riley Nash, and he shot it just wide. Columbus keeping it in, though. But yeah, Zuccarello getting in warm-ups, man. Oh, if he could play on that game, perfection. What if Ottawa wins the Cup next year? I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think we've seen crazier things happen. Go Leafs, go. I agree. I mean, I would like to see Carolina get a point, but I want to see the Leafs win that game. Are you streaming the first round of the draft? Yeah, I'll be streaming some games. As the playoffs go on, I'll be streaming more and more games. So the third round will be a lot of streams. I'll be streaming every game in the Stanley Cup Final. So the first round will be less streams. The second round will be more streams. The third round will be a lot of streams. And then the Stanley Cup Final will be all streams. I might have to do some homework, or I might have to do might have to do homework a bit. That's fine, man. If you have to do homework, make sure you do it. Get that homework done, boy. Who would win, Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner versus Jonathan Quick and Drew? I'm gonna guess Drew Doughty. I would say Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner for sure. How did you become interested in the NHL? I'm pretty sure I have a video on this channel, but talking about it. But when it came to how I got interested, it was about 4 years ago. It was the 2015 or the 2014-20. Actually, no, it was the 2015-2016 season where I officially became a fan of the NHL. I was watching the NHL a little bit before that with the 2015 Cup Final between Tampa and Chicago. I watched some like Penguins games. I remember watching some Penguins games like back in the early 2000s. By the way, Miller have a great chance. But yeah, when it came to how I got interested in the NHL, it was back in the 2015-2016 season where I officially became a fan. That was the fantastic year the Dallas Stars were on. They were like second in the entire NHL. Me being able to watch those games, I started watching them, and I'm like, hey, this is some of the best hockey I think I've ever seen. And it was some of the best hockey that anybody has ever seen. I'm going to keep watching this, and it was entertaining as heck. I mean, the Stars were fantastic. They were scoring goals like left and right. It was such an entertaining season to watch. As just a hockey fan, and as a Dallas Stars fan, of course, that's what really grew my grew my love of the game of hockey, was seeing that good of hockey at that point. But Coyle, great opportunity right there. Bobrovsky with a good save. 14:37 to go in this second period. Boston still having the 2-0 lead. Now spin around him, a move right in front by, I think that was Wagner. Now Columbus trying to get it out now, and they do. Bruce Jenner gets it out now for Bjorkstrand. He flips it back in. I mean, hitting rock bottom when it comes to Melnick and like the media. I mean, I think they're hiring like a president of hockey operations or something. I think that will help. I think this year is about as bad as it can get for Melnick. I'm gonna be honest. Do a Great Britain game on the weekend. Not sure where I'll be able to watch that game or stream that game, but that would be interesting. What sport is in May World Championships? That is hockey. So they have this NHL World Championships in the middle of the second round. So basically players that have been eliminated before then can participate in that. So we could see some prospects in there as well. But it'll be pretty interesting because it's like kind of the mini Olympics. It's not the same quality, but it's kind of at that point. Let me see. Kessel scores finally 21.5. My boy. Phil the Frill, absolute stud. 1-0 Canes. Williams, there we go. There we go, Canes. I mean, I want to see the Leafs win, but I want to see the Canes win more. Williams with a big goal there. That's fantastic. Watch the Kessel goal live. Was it a good one? Was it a filthy one? Let me know. But 18 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share the stream on the channel also with your friends that like hockey. Really does help as well. We're on the road to 3K subscribers. On the road to 2.7K. A couple days ago, we hit 500K views on the channel as well. So we're going places, but of course, you guys are the main reason why there. Let me see. First round of the draft, not the playoffs. Oh, of the draft, yeah. First round of the draft, I will be streaming that, for sure. And I'll likely be streaming the second and the third round as well. Maybe the fourth round, I'm not sure if I'll go that far, though. Though for that second draft day, we'll be streaming too. How many years left until you have school? How many years left? Do you mean like college? Then it would probably be like 3 or 4. Why do you stream Columbus so much? I mean, that was just kind of how it happened. That was kind of just how it happened. When I was about like a week ago, I was picking games that I was thinking would have a lot of playoff implications that were going to be good games to watch. So some of them were Columbus, some of them were Montreal, some of them were Carolina. You know, teams that were fighting for playoff spots. I was wanting to stream those games that I could actually watch. So it was kind of coincidence that Columbus had. I mean, this is the last Columbus game I'll be streaming this regular season. So it just kind of came up that way though, that it was 2 straight games for Columbus, or two straight game streams for Columbus. Who wins in a fight, Matthew Tkachuk or Drew Doughty? I would have to say Drew Doughty or Matt Tkachuk, because Drew Doughty doesn't even fight. Like when was the last time that Drew Doughty fought? Like he talks all this trash, man, but doesn't actually fight at all. So Matthew Tkachuk at least drops some gloves sometimes. Do you know who the Miz is? Doesn't ring a bell. I could look it up. Let me see. American professional wrestler. I think I might have heard about him. Maybe. Yeah, I think I might have heard him like once or twice, but I don't know. I would say Tkachuk as well. Yeah, I feel like Tkachuk would have the upper hand there. I just don't see Drew Doughty being much of a fighter, even though he is a lot of a trash talker. What would you like the NHL playoffs to be, or would you like the NHL playoffs to be over in May? Not really. I kind of like how it is right now. When it comes to the NHL, there's not too much of a period where there's like a ton of off season. It's like 3 months, I think, is the off season, or 2 months, something like that. I like how it is spread out, though. It creates, it's still a point where there's not a lot happening. There still is that point in, like, August, but I feel like the NHL usually ends at a pretty good time, and that's, I think it's, like late June or something like that, usually. Zubar1, I read something saying the Leafs should trade Austin Matthews for the first overall pick so they could draft Hughes. One of the stupidest things I've read. I mean, I like Jack Hughes, but no. No, and let's be honest, Colorado's not giving up that first overall pick, so that's not happening. I gotta go. We'll be back, Dad. JK about Dad. I have like 8 already. Makes sense. Humans, I have returned. General Zod. How's it going, Wither? Great to see you in here. But Boston still has the 2-0 lead right now. A couple of decent chances for the Boston Bruins, though nothing going. 12:50 to go in this second period. Are you streaming tonight? No, I'm not streaming tonight. Sorry, I'm not streaming tonight. When is the team draft, or when is the team draft numbers? So the NHL Draft Lottery will be on the 9th of April. That's when we know what teams will be drafting where. So I'll be streaming that event as well, Landon. She has plays. Go Habs, go. What's the score for that game, by the way? I know it's pretty tight. April Fools. Well, what are your top 5 NHL teams? When it comes to my top 5, I have Dallas Stars number 1, Tampa Bay number 2, Vegas number 3, Toronto number 4, which might upset some people, and San Jose number 5. The only team I really bandwagoned was Tampa Bay, and that was back in 2015 when they were going against Chicago. I had to love them because I don't like Chicago whatsoever. But yeah, that's the only team I kind of bandwagoned. San Jose was just a team that I enjoyed watching, and it just was a fun franchise. Maple Leafs, I started cheering for back when they were the worst team in the league. Dallas, because I live in Dallas. And for Vegas, I was going to cheer for them even before they had a logo, really. Habs will lose, I cry. How's it going, Luke? It's so sad. So sad, isn't it? What, like, is, let me see, 1-1 Tampa versus Habs? Interesting. I mean, Montreal should probably score more versus Pascale or whatever his name is. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, mommy. Okay, never mind. NHL offseason equals summer vacation. That's pretty realistic. I mean, I probably will go somewhere in this offseason. I'm thinking I don't know if I'll do like a meetup or anything, but I'm thinking I'll travel probably in like August at some point. I'm feeling that's going to happen. I mean, that's when I have the most free time, too. That's when the NHL is over with. In August, there's still some decent places to go to where it's warm. So I'll probably go on a trip at some point this year. I'm hoping, at least, because I might need it. I might really, really need it. Where's Aiden? Aiden is actually at a baseball practice right now, Minka. I'm hoping he's doing well. Do you know who AJ Styles is? Yes, I do know him, actually. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty famous wrestler. But yeah, he's like one of the only wrestlers I actually know, at least right now. Oh, breakaway right now! Going right now, oh! 83, I don't even know who that guy is. Who is 83? Who is this guy? Panarin coming in. Good opportunity for Duchesne! Or no, for Atkinson, never mind. Now back at the point, Werenski goes back to Seth Jones. Shot at the point. Good save by Tuukka Rask. Now in front. And the Bruins do get it out. Whoa. Filthy play by Charlie Coyle to get it back in, get it back out. And now Columbus trying to get it out of their zone. Now Panarin gets it along the boards, shoots it back up. Now right there, Duchesne trying to get the puck right around the boards, but Boston gets it back. Now trying to get it out of their zone. They flip it back out. Habs have 19 shots out of the first. That's not bad. That's not bad. Pascal is playing like a beast. Of course he is, because he's a Bolt. 1-0 Wild, Parise. Parise is out of great. Oh, great chance in front for Murray. I'm pretty sure that's Murray. Oh, right in front. Great chance for Nash. Now a shot at the point again. Good opportunity, and that was... I don't even know. Now Kukan going back from the points. Trying to pass in front of the net. Some great opportunities, and looks like we'll have a Columbus Blue Jackets power play. Bjorkstrand cross-checked by not Keandre, Kevin Miller. Let's see here. Oh, that was Harrington. That's why I didn't know who he was. It's freaking Harrington. Yeah, looks like we'll get a Columbus power play here though. Tampa sleeping in the first. Rest in peace. I'm hoping that they still win that game. I need to see that. Do you hate Kirill Kaprizov? Or, not really, Von Hook. I like his play. Even though he did kind of ruin my dreams against Team Germany in the Olympics, I still like him as a prospect. Grav, can we have a face reveal for Monty? No, I'm never revealing my face. Oh, by the way, Kevin Miller going to the box for boarding. 2-minute power play for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Big opportunity for them. Their power play has been a lot better as of late, as guys have started to gel. Right there, Matt Duchesne. Great save by Tuukka Rask. Oh, and now a penalty on Columbus's side. Alexander Wenberg cross-checking along the boards, and now we'll get a 4-on-4 here. Let's see. That was behind the net. It was Chara. Oh, yeah, that was blatant tripping. I don't know what Wenberg was doing there, but now it's a 4-on-4. Yikes, Columbus. Great job. Great job. What is Columbus doing? They're shooting themselves in the foot, man. 2007 Ducks or 2012 Kings in the playoffs? The 2007 Ducks were much more better assembled. 2012 Kings was just Jonathan Quick being a beast. But 18 beauties in the stream right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Columbus looks to be, or let me see. Boston still has a 2-0 lead right now. We'll see if it's a 4-on-4. NBCSN still showing it as a Columbus power play. Was that not a tripping penalty? Now they're arguing it with the ref here. Alright, it is a 4-on-4, never mind. I hate Pittsburgh because I'm sick of them. I mean, I liked Pittsburgh a little bit back when they won in 2016, though. Oh, Wenberg is getting ejected. Right. Looks like Wenberg is ejected for that. Alright. Zuccarello's in the lineup. Yes, baby. Yes. My boy, Zook. Let's go. Zuccarello in the lineup, boys. Let's get that win. Let's get that playoffs, baby. Zuccarello in the lineup. Thank goodness, Carson. Oh, my gosh. It has been a long time coming. But Zook is back for the Dallas Stars. Let's go. Habs are playing good, yeah. See if they actually win it. Now coming back in, Danson Heinen. Good opportunity, Pasternak right there. Wasn't able to get the shot off. Boston still keeping it on the 4-on-4. Pasternak keeps it in. Now back to Carlo. Missed attempt. Now slips off his stick. Anderson trying to go along the boards. Keeps it in. Now Foligno slips it back to Seth Jones behind the net. Trying to find a slot option. Gets it back. Spins around Pasternak. Flips it back to Foligno. 4-on-4 for 1:05 left. Now for Werenski. He comes in. Josh Anderson tries to keep it along the boards. Shielding it away from Patrice Bergeron, and he flips it back, and the Bruins get it back now. 55 seconds left in the 4-on-4, 8:53 to go in this second period. 2-0 Boston. Now Bergeron, great opportunity, and Bobrovsky just gets it in the armpit there. Good save. Let's see. Go to South Korea in August to find some girls over there, and you will love the girls from South Korea. Trust me. All right, Von Hook. Wait, you voting for Columbus or Boston? If I'm gonna root for a team, I'm gonna root for Columbus in this one. Who's Aiden? Aiden is my brother. Sometimes he appears in the streams. My friend, the one who acts like a ref that I talked about last time, has his second favorite team is Vegas, and he said this morning, I hope Vegas wins the first round. I love those intros. I agree. The Storm Surge is better. I mean, both are fantastic with her. Both are fantastic. But 23 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Again, thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. Let's try and get the 30 likes if we can on this live stream too. Even though we do have that third period left. What is funny is that Montreal were by far the better team. They got 19 shots, 3 breakaways for the Caps. Pascali is the only reason why it's only 1-1. I mean, from what I saw, Pascali's had a pretty solid period. Good for him. Good for him, man. Zook's in. Yes, boys. Let's go. The second coming of Zuccarello. Let's go. I will forever pray. To Zook. Let's go. If you would go to an NHL arena, well, you haven't been to, which one would you go to? I've only been to one NHL arena, that being the American Airlines Center. Unfortunately, I would love to go to more. Sub to PewDiePie. Just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing to get the John Avera's Kiss gift. I agree to that. Subscribe to me, and also subscribe to PewDiePie. I love that, man. I love that. But yeah, if I had to answer that, she has plays. Just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing to get the John Avera's Kiss gift. 2 back-to-back ones right there. 2 back-to-backs. Elite right there. Elite. Thanks to both y'all. Thanks to both y'all. But yeah, if I had to answer that NHL arena question, it's a pretty difficult one, but I would definitely, I don't know if I would definitely say this one, but I would say T-Mobile Arena for Vegas Golden Knights, especially if it's like a playoff game. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. Gritty is a generational talent. I gotta agree with that, Minka. Gotta agree with that. I just found you earlier today, and I'm so glad I did. I subbed and told my friends about you. Thanks so much, Connor. Thanks so much for finding me as well. Glad to have you a part of the squad. Of course, telling your friends as well helps the channel. So appreciative of that, man. Okay, D, just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing to get the John Avera's Kiss gift. Absolutely, absolutely. Even though he is a snake, according to some Islanders fans, he's still the heart in my heart. The love in my heart. I don't even know. I don't even know. But he is a Leaf. He is a Leaf. I know that. I'm a big Kirill Kaprizov hater because he freaking scored in the Olympics and he plays for SK Moscow. Uh-oh. 4-on-4 still coming. Marchand in. Good save by Bobrovsky and they keep it in. Boston still has it. Now McAvoy coming in. Shot off of Wenberg. He makes, or of Morensky. He makes a good save. Now Boston, 5 seconds left in the power play. Columbus able to get it out and clear it for the last part. And the 4-on-4 is killed. Still 0-0 or 2-0 Boston. Yeah, I don't really hate Kaprizov. Even though he did score in the Olympics, I'm cheering for SK Moscow, especially ahead of SK. Oh my gosh! Backus just killed one of his teammates. Backus just killed one of his teammates. Or was that Krejci? Number 46. Oh, now DeBrusk coming in. Breakaway. Great save, Bobrovsky on a breakaway. The pad save. Denying DeBrusk right there. Keeps it 2-1. Now more action. Columbus keeping it in. And a... Oh, Duchesne gets it behind the net. Good space, good room. Boston gets it back. These last couple of minutes are stressful. Friggin' stressful, man. Dallas will have lots of cap this season after the Svetsa contract is up. Do you think Panarin could go there? Where do you think he will go if not? I think Dallas would have a solid chance Panarin if he wants to go to, or if he wants to play with a guy like Radulov. I think it could work. But yeah, if he doesn't go to Dallas, I think New York Rangers are the best spot for him. If I had to give an answer, Wenberg is getting a better punishment than Shaw did. Exactly, Minka. Like what? That was like a tripping penalty, was it not? Like what? I don't even right now. 2-0 Wild Parise. Ooh. 2-0. 2 goals by Parise. Parise says. Who cares what Simon says? Parise says. Or Parise. So funny. Go T series. Sorry, look, I just don't know. I think like this. I think the sub gap is like 1,002 or 100,200 of the or 100,020 or 120K right now, something like that. I'm not sure. Vegas versus Dallas in the playoffs. That would be a dream Western Conference matchup for me. I'm a big Nikita Gusev fan. I mean, he's been elite in the KHL. Oh, great opportunity right now for Wagner. He comes in, shoots just high. Bobrovsky might have got a tip on that. Now Columbus, 3-on-2 coming in. Great opportunity for Bjorkstrand. He keeps it in, though. Now Columbus behind the net. Boston gets the possession. Now they keep it up. Sprinkles it back. Erik Karlsson pass almost right there. I think by Grzelcyk. That's a Discord server, Joe. Or Crabbrave plays in the background. Oh, good save by Tuukka Rask there. Crabbrave plays in the background. Oh, is that what I hear? I think it is. It's coming. Beat drops. Crabs surround Grav. Dallas starts choking in the first round. I mean, we'll probably lose in the first round, but you can't choke if you didn't have expectations with Orr. The thing is, the same thing would happen if Chicago made the playoffs. Nobody's expecting them to make the playoffs. I wouldn't say Chicago choked because they probably wouldn't win any games in the playoffs if they actually make it. That's a Discord server joke. If you don't have Discord, what are you doing? And go get the app and join the official draft server to have and with Brad, me, and the boys. Yes, I agree. The Discord server is whack, but it's good. Kirill Kaprizov will be my least favorite player or least favorite Wild player if he comes to the NHL next season. I mean, I don't think Kaprizov had really any choice to go to CSKA either. I think he was like drafted then or something. I'm not sure how the KHL works completely. Who won the War of 1812? I don't know. The Tampa Bay Lightning? They seem to win a lot of things right now. Where do you think Sergei Bobrovsky will play next season? I think that's a pretty good question, Alex. When it comes to Bobrovsky, I mean, if he goes on a long run with Columbus, I could see him staying, but I feel like he's a lot more likely to leave than Artemi Panarin right now. When it comes to which teams he might go to, there's obviously been the link to Florida. I think they would be much more wiser to go after, or if it's Florida's options, they would be much more wise to go for Sergei Bobrovsky than Artemi Panarin, if I had to say it right now. But if I had to say one team that he goes to in the offseason, I would say Florida, just because I think they would give the sun and the moon for Sergei Bobrovsky. How do you not have so much more subs? You post so much and actually have knowledge about the sport. Keep it up and you'll get your break and all the work you put in. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for coming, or thanks so much for the kind words. Again, it's always about the growth. Again, I've been on YouTube for, I think I've been on YouTube for 2 years now. I think it was like my anniversary was like on like the 29th or something when I started making YouTube videos. So it's been about 2 years. I think in the last year is when I finally started to make good content. I'm really confident about myself on the camera now. It's a lot easier to make it as well. I think the videos are as good as they've ever been by far. So it's a learning process as well. Videos continue to get better. More people continue to subscribe. So it's always a growing process. We're always going to be growing. And while it might just be 2K right now, we're gonna be up there someday. Just you wait. And of course, for everybody that sticks around, and for everybody that is here right now, you guys are the OGs. Let's be honest. Did you say nice pass by Erik Karlsson? No, I said nice pass because it was the Erik Karlsson pass that he made. I think in like the second round of like the 2017 playoffs, where he like flipped it up and like it was like a breakaway almost. I can't remember who it was who scored it, but it was like an Erik Karlsson-esque pass is what I meant to say. It's over 200,000 in PewDiePie's favor. Yes, boys. Congratulations, T-Series. Congratulations. I love it, man. I love it. Talbot is starting for the Flyers. Let's go Stars. Let's go Stars. I'm hoping Talbot maybe gets lit up a little bit in this game. I'm hoping. But yeah, Talbot. It'll likely be Talbot versus Bishop, right? Let me know. But yeah, I'm hoping Dallas wins that game. During the intermission, I'll likely go to that Dallas game for the first period. Dallas is good on the road and against Winnipeg. If that's the matchup, I predict 4-2 Dallas series win. It's bold, I know, but I think it could happen. Oh, Duchesne right in front for Atkinson, just wide, and now Boston gets it up. 2-on-1. Brad Marchand comes in, flips it back, and a great save by Bobrovsky. Pasternak comes back in. Marchand right in front. And he scores! Brad Marchand scores on a just ugly defensive play by the Blue Jackets. Marchand gets it done 3-0. And the Bruins take the 3-2 lead. Marchand, Brad the Rat gets it done. Columbus with an amazing opportunity by Atkinson to start that out, and it went right back to Boston. A great passing play by both Pastrnak and Marchand. Jones gave it right to Marchand, and he made no mistake there. Just giving so much room. Seth Jones and Werenski looking like fools on that play. And Boston makes it 3-0. 36th goal of the season for Brad Marchand. And they widen the gap there. Okay, Kudobin starting. Oh, Bishop is still hurt. I thought he might have... Would he start versus Chicago, I think? I'm pretty sure it was day-to-day. I believe that San Jose won't have enough cap to sign Carlson and would go to Vegas. I mean, it could definitely happen. I could see that happening. But yeah, I think Dallas would have a chance versus Winnipeg for sure. They've done pretty well against Winnipeg. I don't think they'll win the series, but I think they might go 7 games. It might. Let me see. Puck drop in Dallas. Yes, so after the second period ends, I'll likely be going to the Dallas game. Or not going, but switching to the Dallas game for the second intermission, and then we'll go back to this game in the third intermission too, or in the third period. If Houston or Seattle were expansion teams to come in the league, what would their name be? For Seattle, I'm hoping that it's the Kraken. I'm still holding out hope, even though there was rumors that wasn't even considered. I'm still hoping for that name because it is absolutely amazing. For Houston, I'm not sure because it could be a lot of different things, honestly. I haven't really settled on one name for Houston, though. It'll be likely that they come into the league. Great opportunity for DeBrusk, and he scores a brilliant goal. 4-0, DeBrusk making it 4-0. Fantastic goal. A celly and a snipe by DeBrusk, opening the lead up again for Boston. That was a silky smooth, dirty goal by Jake DeBrusk. Great passing play. Holy crap, that snipe by DeBrusk, making it look easy right there. Putting on the bleeding continuing for the Blue Jackets. Yikes. What a goal by DeBrusk. That was nasty. That was pure nastiness. 4-0, Boston with exactly 4 minutes to go in the second period. 16 beautiful people in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. For sure. Glad you guys, or hopefully you guys are having a good day as well. But Sergei Bobrovsky will be going to the bench. Korpisalo will be going on to replace him. Columbus making that goaltending change right now. Go Oilers tonight. Who are the Oilers facing? Are they facing the Avalanche then? Or something? Yeah. I kind of suspected that. Let me see. The GOAT Dickinson! Yes, boys! Dickinson makes it 1-0. Let's go! Let's go! You know what? I mean, I'll switch that game when the second period ends. But Dickinson making it 1-0, boys. Let's go, Stars. Let's go. Most underrated player in your opinion in the NHL? For me, it's probably Rupe Hintz, which might sound biased because I'm a Stars fan, but he's so skilled and fast and does not get enough recognition. I mean, Rupe is pretty underrated. I love me some Rupe. But if I had to say one player, it's a pretty good question. I'm not sure right now, but probably a guy like maybe a guy like Travis Konechny. He's been fantastic. 2-0, Jerks Hamilton. There we go. There we go. Everything's coming up well right now. Kane's making that lead. Stars making it 1-0. Let's do this. Let's go. Dickinson. 3-0 Rask. Victor Rask? Wait a second. Did Victor Rask actually score? Did he actually? That's amazing. 2-1 Tampa. There we go. There we go. Everything's going well right now. Besides Columbus not winning. But everything else besides that, you know? Everything besides Columbus right now. Should New Orleans get an NHL team? I don't think so. I just don't see them. Maybe like a minor league team, but I don't think they would support the NHL too much. The GOAT, man, the GOAT. Stars, Bruins, and Canes. If only the Blue Jackets were winning right now, man. If only. Arizona should go to Houston when they come to the Central and be named the Minutemen and the Minutemen Rocket. The Minutemen? The Houston Minutemen? Okay, that's interesting. Hey, cat, or let me see. Cahi Red, RY, never ever. How's it going, man? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. You think Hughes can score his first goal today or even a point? I mean, he did get his first points in his first game. Let me see. Let me see what who they're playing tonight. If they are playing tonight. I don't even know. Are the Canucks playing tonight? Let me see. They're playing the okay, so they're playing the Sharks tonight. That's pretty interesting. I mean, that'd be pretty fun to see him get his first goal. If that ends up happening. Bruins need to keep this up. I mean, if the Bruins want to get somewhere in the playoffs, they better continue this kind of play. Yeah, I'm seeing some. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing some links. Not having that. Hey man, I can't watch tonight. Need to sleep, but I'll watch next stream, Bo. Thanks for coming along, Six. Thanks for at least coming in the stream. That's great. Oh, big hit behind the net. That was, I think that was, I'm not even sure. But I think that was Foligno that might be a little bit knocked up. 2-1 Bullets, Paquette. Paquette, my boy. He's not really my boy, but he's my boy right now. Bob got star of the month and is trash. I mean, he's been fantastic except for, you know, tonight. Not good tonight at all. Wild are winning 3-0. Who are they playing against right now? Who are they playing against? Most overrated player in the league. I've had this opinion for pretty much the last year now. It is pretty unpopular, but in my opinion, the most overrated player in the league is Mikko Rantanen. He's not this elite top 5 winger that people are saying he is. He's an okay first liner, but I don't think he's anything more than that. Mikko Rantanen has been, or not Mikko Rantanen, Nathan MacKinnon has been heavily carrying him for pretty much 2 years now. He has skill. He's a very solid NHL player, but he's not this amazing talent that so many people are calling him. I just don't see that from him. If you put him on a line by himself with like some decent second liners, he's just not going to produce that much. Definitely not too much. Definitely not to the level that he's doing right now. Grav if you care about me, don't turn on the game. The Stars Flyers game? I mean, how does that affect anything? I just want to see the Stars win, baby. I want to see the Stars win. Buffalo and Detroit need to win the rest of their games, and the Rangers need to lose, so they go 4th in the draft. Rangers are tanking right now, though, so they have a decent chance at it, Jesse. They have a decent chance at it. Opinion on Dylan Strome. People say he's been a little bit of a bust, but he's turning it around with his former team in the OHL, or in the OHL to Brinkett on his line in Chicago. Yes, I mean, it's been a big turnaround for Dylan Strome. I've liked what I've seen from him, especially with DeBrincat. That duo has been amazing. He's not a bust anymore. He's obviously shown that. But I feel like he was kind of, when it came to him in Arizona, I always thought that when it came to his games in the AHL or in the NHL, obviously Arizona gave up on him a little bit premature. But from what I saw of him in his NHL games, he just didn't seem like he was trying too much. In the AHL, it looked like he was good. But in Chicago, I just felt like he tried a lot more to be this elite NHL player that he has shown to be so far in Chicago. Some reason Eric Comrie is in net for the Jets. Is there an injury or something on like Hellebuck or something, Brian? Let me know. 2-0 Stars. ESSA boys! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, I'm switching this game right now. The second period is about to end in this one. Boston versus Columbus. I need to see this. 2-0, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Let's go, Stars, baby! We're making the playoffs tonight. We're doing it. No hesitation. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Where's my Dallas Stars? Where's my choking Dallas Stars not making the playoffs? This team is ready. Let's do this. Yes, Boston closes out the second period, winning 4-0. Not too much of a competitive game, by the way, for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sergei Bobrovsky kind of getting run to the ground. But 16 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. This stream will kind of be, while the Bruins Blue Jackets game is in intermission, I'll be commenting on this Dallas Stars Philadelphia game. But yeah, Vessel Lindell got that goal, baby. I'm loving it. Who is winning? Caleb, it is the Boston Bruins. They're winning 4-0 right now. Oh, great chance in front for Provorov. Strome needed the change of scenery, and he's showing his potential at the Hawks. Yeah, he's just trying a lot more. He's just trying in Chicago. Go Canes. I agree, Brandon. Let's go Canes. Even though I like the Maple Leafs, I want to see the Canes make the playoffs. Wild playing the Jets. Wow. I mean, the Jets aren't that great right now, but I mean, even then, that kind of surprises me with how the Wild have been playing lately. What type of pizza should I order? I would say cheese. Cheese is my favorite. No, pepperoni is also solid. 2-2 Armia. Armia with the Habs tying it. Not bad. He's a bust to Arizona. I mean, Arizona did give up on Strome pretty prematurely, but I don't think he was going to fulfill his potential in Arizona. Is the Bruins winning? Yes, they're winning 4-0 right now. Color scheme for Seattle? I think they'll go for like a light blue, maybe some like dark green. I feel like that's what they'll go for, but they have a lot of options, I feel. No, he's just starting. Okay, never mind. Would he be replacing who? Would he be replacing Brossoit or Hellebuck? Hellebuck played last night. Oh, so that probably means that it was Brossoit in that, right? Wow, thanks, Grav. Jinx. Yeah, you can thank me. You can thank me completely, Carson. Hashtag Grav Jinx, baby. Why are Flyers fans on Twitter such a-holes? I mean, most Flyers fans in real life are that too, so I don't know. 2-1 Red Wings winning so far. I really want the Rangers to get the 4th round pick. I mean, the Red Wings are ruining their tank right now. It's pretty amazing for the Rangers, for like for other teams in the area. But 17 beauties in the stream right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Currently in the second intermission of the Bruins Blue Jackets game. Bruins having that 4-0 lead. Right now I'll be commenting on the Stars game between the Flyers because I want to see the Stars make that playoffs, baby. I want to see it happen. Who's better coach in your opinion, Montgomery or Tortorella? I would say Tortorella in his first few years. After that, he starts to wear off a little bit. We've seen that a little bit with Columbus. Montgomery is kind of still unproven a little bit. It's his first year. It's hard to judge him, but I would say Montgomery. That's my Dallas Stars bias right there. They're saying we don't care. The Phillies are on. I mean, the Phillies have Harper. They're kind of on the hype train right now. I mean, like the Flyers are out of the playoffs too. So, I mean, why watch them too much right now? That's kind of my thing. Vegas, or my top 5 teams: Vegas, Anaheim, Detroit, Dallas, Boston. Gotta love Vegas Golden Knights, Keelan. Gotta love the Vegas Golden Knights. For Anaheim, Anaheim is probably one of my least favorite teams just because of Kessler, Corey Perry. Those guys kind of dumb it down for me. Detroit is kind of in the middle for me. I kind of like them a little bit more than last season. Dallas, of course, first favorite team. Boston is kind of in the middle for me as well. Why are you yelling? Because I want to see the Stars make the playoffs, man. Go A's. Go Texas Rangers, even though they absolutely suck. Why would they care, really? I wouldn't if my team was eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, yeah. They don't really have too much to go on. Just keep losing if you're a Flyers fan. You're doing a playoff bracket again this year. Yes, Jack, I will be doing that once again. I will be doing that the day after the playoffs are decided when it comes to seeding and such. So when that does happen, I will have that out, and I will also be making a bracket challenge for you guys to participate in on NHL.com. I do believe is where they have it. So yeah, that'll be coming on the channel. So watch out for that too. Baseball is literally the worst sport, and they are actually saying they care more about the Phillies. I hate Flyers fans sometimes. I mean, the Flyers are good, right? I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, while hockey will always be the best, the Flyers aren't that great, and the Phillies might be. Do you know the way? I don't know, Penguin. Do you? Do you know the way? The way really is cheering for the Dallas Stars. That is the way. Yeah, the NBA is definitely worse. 100%. The Phillies are actually doing something Flyers aren't. Yeah, kind of, yeah. All the Habs need to do great is 1 star on offense, a solid first liner who plays a good two-way game with Max Domi, would put them in the playoffs next year. Who do you think that player could be? I mean, that player is kind of Philip Deneau. Solid first liner. I think he brings that offense. He's a fantastic defensive guy. Could be in the Selke conversation. I would say they already have that with Philip Deneau, but I think they could use some more depth offense for sure. Maybe a lot more defense for sure if they can improve on that area, and they can make the playoffs, I think. Go Leafs, go. Do you like the Leafs? Yes, Penguins, see, I do like the Leafs. They're my 4th favorite team. I do cheer for them quite a bit. Grav, do not turn it on. Too late. Too late, Minka. Bowling and darts are boring too. Bowling is fun to play. I don't know. I'm not a big guy into watching it though. Though, Wii Sports bowling, oh, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. NBA is 100% rigged, and I don't care about the NBA, and I will not watch a single NBA game ever in my life. Okay, Bonhook. Bowling is fun, but boring to watch. Yes, exactly. My thoughts exactly, Brian. My thoughts exactly. It's fun to play. Like I get into it usually when I play it, but it's not that much to watch. Cabrera with his 2nd of the year. Not bad. 2nd homer, I would guess. Do you watch poker? Not really too much. I'm not a gambling guy myself. Can't wait until we're good and these fake fans start coming. I mean, the Flyers have kind of been mediocre. Well, once the Flyers are like elites, then it'll start happening. What's the most boring team in the NHL? That's a tough one because there are some boring. I mean, when it comes to NHL teams, they're a lot more exhilarating than they were a few years ago. If I had to say the most boring team in the NHL, that's a tough one. I would say the Red Wings at the start of the season would be that, but I think it has changed. I would say the LA Kings right now. They're slow. They're terrible. There's really not too much to love on that team, so I would say the LA Kings. Maybe the Anaheim Ducks as well. I would also say the Devils would be in that kind of group. They were fun last year, but they haven't been really that this year so far, for me at least. Let me see. I think Golden Knights are super boring. Every time I watch them, I fall asleep. That's pretty surprising. I mean, in the playoffs, they were fun to watch. This season, I kind of feel a little bit of that, but they're still pretty fun. Missile Offender, how's it going? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by, of course. I think the Flyers will be top 15 next season. I think they have a decent chance to make the playoffs, Minka. I think they'll be in the playoffs once again. I do know the way. Not bad, Penguin, not bad. Baseball is so slow, like watching paint dry. I mean, when it comes to baseball, when your team is good, it's actually pretty fun. When your team is terrible, it is so bad to watch. It's a really good spectrum because if your team is good, it's a lot more bearable. But when your team's bad, oh my gosh, it is the most unwatchable thing in the world. And that's the thing with the Texas Rangers. That's why I don't watch baseball that much, is because my team, the Texas Rangers, has not been good in forever, pretty much. Who's more important to the team, Ben or Sagan? I would say Ben, because he's the captain. Maybe not the better player, but because he's got that leadership. Pizza has been ordered. Good job, Nick. Good job. 2-1 Canes. Oof, rip. Who scored for the Maple Leafs there? What is your favorite video game? Ooh. For me, it's an obvious answer. My favorite video game has to be Super Mario Galaxy 1. That would be definitely it. Zelda Majora's Mask would be up there. There's also a couple other games that would be up there too. But yeah, I would have to say Super Mario Galaxy by far. By far. Let me see how close we are to the Bruins and Blue Jackets game beginning. Or starting back up. It should be coming back in a little bit, but I am watching this Stars-Flyers game in the meantime. I'm a Blackhawks fan. I respect that. The Blackhawks are my least favorite team, but glad to have you in here anyways. I won't slander you, at least not yet. Tavares scored. Ooh, Johnny, baby. That's fun. Tavares scoring again. What a stud. Even though he has a terrible personality, still a stud. Go Blackhawks. I mean, whatever you wanna go for, Brian. Same with Nick. I think Golden Knights boring just the way they play and the skating is super boring. I mean, they play to win. I can see how you would think that though. Favorite Wii game? There's only one right answer. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, that was amazing. It's a fun game. Maybe not a great game per se, but it was a fun one. And my light died. That's fun. We haven't even started the third period and my light already died. That's great. last time. So last time this happened, last stream, I ended up just using my phone as a little bit of a light. So I think I might as well do the same thing again. It might not look too much better, but it'll still be decent. Here we go. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I don't want to have my dark face on. Half ham and pineapple, half cheese pizza. Does pineapple go on pizza, by the way? In my opinion, I'm a cheese boy, so probably not. Do you think Henrik Lundqvist still has some time left in the tank for the Rangers? I would think. I'm not sure how much he has. I would say he still has 2 years in the NHL. I would say this year, next, and then the year after that. I'm not sure how much longer he has as a starter, though I do see him playing in the NHL for a little bit longer, which I don't think the Rangers will be good anytime soon by then. Maybe they could be in contention next season, but I just don't see that too much. Let me see. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? I mean, Tampa's looking pretty good right now, Caleb. Senators will make the playoffs. Bettman is that bad. He will somehow make it happen. I don't know if Bettman wants the Senators to make the playoffs. I think he would. I don't know if he wants to, mostly because it's a Canadian market and the Senators suck. So we'll see. Say something good about the Blackhawks, Grav. Ooh. I like their goal song. Their logo is pretty sweet. I enjoy their jersey most of the time. I love Brandon Perlini. DeBrincat is a stud. I like him. I do respect Corey Crawford a lot. That's pretty much it. I don't like Kane, or I don't like Kane. I don't love him. I don't hate Kane. I don't really like Taves too much. Some of the players some of the players that they've had in the past are Andrew Shaw. Andrew Shaw. Oof. Yeah, I'm watching the Dallas game right now. The Columbus-Boston game is going to come on in a little bit. But yeah, I feel like, or it looks like Dallas will go on the power play here. Wasted season. Too bad Leafs will lose in the first round. I mean, I don't know if it's a wasted season. They'll still have Muzzin next year. They're still decent. They're still good players. Good players on that team. But 17 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Again, thanks for everyone that's come in so far. Thanks for everyone that is in right now. Definitely enjoy it, or definitely hope that you guys are enjoying the stream. Go Hawks, by the way. Go Hawks, by the way. I'm only saying this because you don't like them, and do you like Avengers? I don't love superhero movies. They're fine, but I don't really love them. Sophie, what are you doing? Now you got a face reveal, Sophie. Hi. Boston Bruins, yeah, Ryan. I mean, they're winning right now, 4-0. I'm pretty sure it's still intermission. Let me check. Is it still intermission? Yeah, it is. Still 4-0 Boston. But yeah, Ryan, they've had a pretty great game so far. Baseball is so boring. When your team is good, it's decent. It's not a great sport by any means. Golf is fun to watch. Von Hook, you realize yesterday was April Fool's? Not today. You realize yesterday was April Fool's? That's... I mean, you can like whatever you want to like, but I don't agree with that. Now, Stars, come on, baby. I'm watching this Dallas Stars Flyers game in the meantime before the Blue Jackets start back in. Zuccarello passing it to Sagan. What are you doing, Sophie? Now you got a face reveal. Whenever
I do it, everyone just says get out.
Well, you can just pop in the stream, no worries. Oh, Ben right in front. Sophie, come on. Come on.
I don't care.
Come on. Come on.
Why?
Come on.
Fine.
There you go.
Hi.
Hi. All right.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
All right, bye. What has happened to Carey Price and Brendan Holtby? I see them giving up a lot of goals these last couple of seasons. Both guys have been better this season, I would say. Carey Price especially, he's been good. Corey Crawford for Masterton. Nah, Nick. Nah, I mean, Corey Crawford would be up there, but nobody's beating Robin Lehner. Nobody. You should do a video just about me. Why though?
The first time they all loved me, and now they're just like, get out.
That's sad, Sophie.
I know, right?
Top 3 logos in the NHL. Top 3 logos in the NHL. That's interesting. I would say Blackhawks are up there, Stars are up there, Jets are up there. Want Tampa to win the Cup so the Rangers get another first rounder. Yeah, Rangers are cheering for the Tampa Bay for the Tampa Bay Rangers right now, pretty much. Or let me see. You're my new favorite YouTuber, Missile Destroyer or Missile Defender. You're the MVP in my heart right now. Is this Crawford's last year on his contract? I think so.
You're my favorite YouTuber because I'm in your videos.
You're my favorite YouTuber, Sophie.
I don't even have a YouTube channel yet.
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 Babcock out if Leafs knock out, or Babcock out if Leafs knock out first round. It is rumored. I don't see that happening. Maybe if they lose in the first round next or in the next year, I could see that happening. But if they lose in the first round again, the team is still young. The team is still good. They have Muzzin still. They have some good players still. I don't see why they would fire Babcock. At least not yet. But 18 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Sophie, what should they do?
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell.
I agree. Can we get a Monty face reveal? No. Monty will never reveal his face.
He's already.
I love how the Flyers call crap on Twitter. Yeah, the arena fills up every night. I mean, yeah, Flyers fans are good. I can't stand gold. Why so many people like it? Like gold the color on like a team jersey? I mean, you're probably referencing like Boston. I think it works for Boston.
This is my new hat.
Tony Luke, go Bruins. I'm cheering for Columbus in this game, though Boston still has the 4-0 lead. Let me see. Okay, so this game the third period is about to start between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Boston Bruins. I might be switching a little bit between the Stars-Flyers game because I want the Stars to win that game. But yeah, the Bruins have come up to a big lead right now. Penguins, who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? That's a pretty good question. I would say Tampa right now if I had to give an answer, but they could be defeated for sure. Shaw's the best player in the NHL and the most dirtiest. Or April Fool. Hey, late April Fools, but at least it came.
Yeah, at least it did.
Baseball is great and golf is okay. I mean, golf is okay when I like sit down on a Sunday afternoon and have all this time on my hands, but I don't know. Boston Bruins, who's going to win the Cup? I mean, Boston, I would say right now is the best chance to beat Tampa, especially in the Eastern Conference. I pulled a great April Fool's joke on my channel yesterday. Yeah, I saw you were live streaming franchise mode, Nick.
What? What's his channel or her channel? I don't know.
His channel talks about the Blackhawks. Can you put on the competitive Saudi Arabia Division II ping pong qualifier on Grandpa's? The 1-3-2 seed underdog, and he plays in about 13 minutes.
I have a lot of favorites.
Okay. Penguin C, hi. Bye. Bye, Penguin C. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and Boston scores again. The 5th goal right there. That's David Pastrnak. I'm pretty sure. 5 goals right there. Pastrnak gets it done. Makes the lead 5-0.
Okay,
Yikes, Columbus. 30 seconds into this third period. Pastrnak, my boy, Pasta, gets it done. Pasta. Great opportunity.
I love noodles.
Oh, great shot right there.
Noodles are the best.
Great shot. Right under Sergei Bobrovsky's armpit right there. Corey Crawford has 1 year more on the contract. Okay, that makes sense.
Totally understand.
What was that ringing noise? That was probably my phone. So I have my phone right there on my mic that has the light.
Yeah.
So it'll ring a little bit, but yeah. Tell Subby to come to annoy everyone. I guess you already did.
Hey.
Corey Crawford has 2 years left. Okay, yeah. Take your phone off vibrate. I did. Vegas born. I agree, Mikey. Even though I'm not Vegas born, I'm still cheering for the Golden Knights. But 17 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. On the way to 3K, join the squad, and of course, great to see you all in here.
Honestly, you guys don't even know how annoying I can be.
Oh my gosh, Sophia.
Like,
I can't wait for tomorrow because the YMCA has a floor hockey every night in a scrimmage. Not bad, Wither. Not bad. I feel so bad if Columbus missed the playoffs because they traded all their draft picks. Yeah, if Columbus missed the playoffs, that would be a huge, huge yikes. Right now it's 5-0. Duncan Keith has 3 more years left, right? Yeah, that contract is not looking good. Seabrook still has he has 2 years left over this year, right? Something like that. Pasta. Come on, Montreal might beat Tampa if they do get in because Columbus lost. If Montreal does beat Tampa, I'm pretty sure Carolina, if they lose versus Toronto, would be out of the playoffs, something like that. If we don't make the playoffs because of that one Coyote game, I blame Keefe. I mean, Chicago wasn't making the playoffs anyways, but it just lessened their chances. How's Duchess? Duchess has been meh. He's been okay. Good night. See you later, Penguins. Great to have you stop by the channel. Great to have you in the stream. Thanks for coming by, man. Thanks for coming by.
At our place, it's almost like dirt.
If Columbus misses the playoffs, it'll change free agency for a long time, or it'll change the trade deadline, because then teams don't want to go out and get a guy like Matt Duchene and Ryan Dzingel on the same deadline. It would change a lot of things. We should re-sign Crow. I mean, if Crow is still healthy at that time, they should.
And guys, it would mean
What are you talking about?
Me if you guys would say happy early birthday to me, because May 18th.
Wait, your birthday is in like a month, yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
That's a very early birthday, so
yeah.
Very early birthday.
It would mean a lot to me because my birthday's close. May 18th.
Happy early birthday to Sophie. Happy early birthday to Sophie.
Thanks.
Will Sophie show her face? Watch till the end to find out. She did like a couple of minutes ago, so yeah. Okay. 3-2 Preds Johansson. All right, Preds getting it done. By the way, I am catching up in the chat a little bit. I am catching up. 19 beauties in the stream again. Thanks for coming by. Currently, Boston has the 5-0 lead right now. Good opportunity again for Pasternak. 16:38 to go in the third period.
Make the viewers
0-0 Oilers game. Ooh. Caleb, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Von Hook, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Good job, Sophie. Happy early birthday. Marchand has 100 points. Really? Did he really get there? That's crazy if he did.
Make that 20 views because I'm watching right now.
Oh.
I'm the one who's in the vid.
I got a new sub. Congratulations, Wither. Congratulations.
I'm glad my brother is a YouTuber. First time being
Let me see. There's lots of Blackhawks fans. You're telling me, man. You're telling me. Probably, like, the Blackhawks are my least favorite team. They're probably the fan base I have the most subscribers of. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve it, but... Oh! Who was that? Is that Bergeron? He might have been down on a puck. He got up, which is good, but it looks like he's fine. But yeah, out of any fan base, I think I have the most Blackhawks fans, just in the chat and as subscribers. You know who you are. You know who you are. But yeah, 21 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Marchand going to the box. The guy who just hit 100 points in the season. 5th player to get 100 points, I think, this season. But Columbus gets in the power play. They literally need this game. Need this goal or else they're not coming back. Pretty much. That's the only way.
And thanks for, I'm glad that you have a lot of support, because I'm glad for that, because you are homeschooled, like you are homeschooled for a long time, so you barely have any friends, except the friends at church, so I guess it means a lot to you, because you barely have any friends in real life.
You barely have any friends in real life, too.
No,
Got him! Sure you do.
You don't even have a friend in this neighborhood. You don't have a friend in this neighborhood. I have 3.
What are you talking about, Zoe? What do you think are the top 5 worst contracts in the league? I couldn't really put that off the top of my head, but I still hate that Nikita Zaitsev contract. My highest viewed video is my take on the Anaheim goal horn on my guitar with 89 views, but that video sucked. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Let me see. Happy early birthday. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
For one sec.
I'm one of them. Yeah, you are, Brian. Yeah, you are. Same thing, Missile Defender. 5-0. Yeah. Not good for Columbus. Not exactly a close game. I think I predicted it to be a close game. I was cheering for Columbus. I think I predicted Columbus to win 3-1 in this game. Not good so far. Not good. They're doing nothing on this power play, by the way. Like, literally nothing. Panarin hasn't. Tries to flip it back to Werenski. Good. Oh, my gosh, Atkinson. Are you kidding me? He had an amazing chance. Last month, I went to my first hockey game. It was Vegas versus Anaheim, and my experience was great. Despite it being in Anaheim, Vegas still won. That's great, Keelan.
Vegas.
That's great.
Las Vegas.
Vegas is elite. Let's go.
Las Vegas.
Let me see. Blackhawks fan all unites. Sophie doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
You don't know what it means.
Why do I not know what it means?
Because you're not me.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. When's the next stream? I think the next stream it will be on the 6th, if I do believe. Let me check. Yeah, it'll be on the 6th. It'll be Minnesota versus the Dallas Stars. It'll be my last stream of the regular season. And finally, Columbus scores. It took you long enough. Oliver Bjorkstrand, the Danish stud, the Great Dane, makes it 5-1 Columbus. It only took you, 2.5 periods, Columbus. About time. Good thing Bjorkstrand scored on the power play, man. I was getting really impatient with Columbus. Though, they have a chance now. They do have a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. Not a good chance, though. Let's be honest. I don't like the Lucic contract. Yeah, the Lucic contract is definitely up there. What do you think Columbus will do if they miss the playoffs? I think Tortorella will be fired. I don't think it'll be Kekalainen, but I think Tortorella will be fired. But yeah, 22nd goal this season for Oliver Bjorkstrand. He's been fantastic. 6th straight game with a goal for Oliver Bjorkstrand. He's been on fire. On fire. Let me see. It'll change the trade deadline for a long time. Yeah, for sure. It'll make trades less common. Now to Zingle. Good opportunity. Good save by Tuukka Rask. Andrew McDonald contract is bad. $5 million. I think this is the last year of it though, right? I think this is last year. Yeah, Nick. The lottery is on April 9th. It's at 7 o'clock Central Time. It's on the 9th. Say the Canes make it because they should beat Toronto if they don't blow and play 2 easy games. Also, Toronto plays 2 tough teams after Tampa, and I think they will win 1. Blue Jackets play Devils. Yeah, it'll be a tight race between Carolina and Buffalo, or not Buffalo. Did I really say Buffalo? Carolina and Columbus, especially with Columbus losing this game, because I think, let me see, are the Hurricanes still winning? Are the Hurricanes still winning versus the Maple Leafs? Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, they're still winning against the Maple Leafs 2-1 in the second intermission. So if Carolina wins this game and Montreal maybe gets a point versus Tampa or something, that would be rough for Columbus for sure. Let me see. Go Montreal. I'm cheering for Tampa in that one. Tampa is my second favorite team, so I gotta cheer for them in that one. I want to see them beat Detroit's win record. I want to see it happen. Aiden, bro, Rosie isn't here. Wait a second, is Rosie? Oh, Rosie, come here. Rosie got a haircut. Rosie got a haircut. By the way, dog reveal. Dog reveal. Rosie got a haircut. She's finally not this crazy, stuffy dog now. She's finally gotten a haircut.
She's like,
Aiden, get out of here.
Are you bullying me? Guys, leave the stream. Nathan bullies me.
What are you talking about?
Flag him for bullying me.
I should flag you. You don't even have a channel.
You don't even have a life. Dabbed on.
Puppy reveal. Puppy reveal. Rosie's too cute. when that
Rosie's
happens.
a bad.
It's like she's like cute when she's all fluffy, but then she's also more cute when she's not. So, get out of here! You guys are giving me no space.
No.
If the Senators draft Cat or Hughes or Kako, will you eat a sock? No, I won't, because it literally cannot happen. But unless Columbus misses the playoffs. Good doggo. I agree. Rosie is so cute. I agree. And a reveal face.
No. Never.
Face reveal.
They're gonna pull my shirt.
Okay, then get out of here. Get out of here. Looks like McAvoy's going to the box.
Okay, fine.
What are you doing?
Fine.
Your face has been revealed in the stream. I don't know what you're doing.
Someone take a screenshot and make it a meme. Post it on Nathan's stream every once in a while.
What would your reaction be if Chicago got Hughes or Capo? Really, really sad. Really, really sad.
I want Boston to win.
No.
Yeah.
Bad Bruins fan. Bad Bruins fan. Hey, stop harassing me, Aiden.
No one cares about your
You're abusing me.
Columbus boy.
I'm cheering for Columbus, and that will be it.
Columbus doo-doo.
I'm gonna slap you with this net.
Why you bully me? Guys, leave the stream. Flag it. Please, you bully me.
Yeah, Mika's wanted me to eat a sock for a long time. I don't know what this is.
This is good. This is what we need. This is the best thing in the world. Someone
You don't even
support
You
it.
don't even. You barely watch the NHL. Get out of here.
I do.
Sure.
I know who won the last cup.
Who?
Columbus. Well, no, it wasn't Columbus.
Columbus? Wait.
It was,
What?
It wasn't Columbus.
I know who won the Stanley Cup. Says Aiden. Who says Columbus? Who won the Stanley Cup, Aiden?
It was the Capitals.
Hey, good job. Good job.
I got mixed with Columbus.
But Columbus has a 3-minute power, or I think it was like a 4-minute power play or something. They have 3 minutes remaining. 16 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Even though siblings are destroying the stream right now.
Ow.
You stop fighting, or else I will fight you both.
Get him, Sophie.
No, I'm not on your side. I'm on your
Sophie,
side.
get out of here. Oh my gosh.
If it bullies us.
No, I don't. It's all lies. It's all fake news. Points to Bruins. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot. I don't even think you've seen that jersey before. Fake fan. Uh-oh, Marchand shorthanded coming in. Good opportunity. Goes back. By the way, let me see if this is the Stars Flyers game in the intermission, because I need to check that. It's a big game. Yeah, I think it might be. Bolts versus Caps, etc. Who wins? Honestly, if that ends up being another series, I think it'll be pretty close once again. But I think the Bolts will get the we'll get the upper hand. If in the Eastern Conference Final, if that does end up happening again, I think Tampa wants blood. 4-0 Wild Eriksson Ek. He's been good lately, actually. Columbus can't even win the Cup in NHL 19. I mean, EA voodoo at some points, man. Orensky goes back to Panarin on the power play, flips it back to Orensky at the point. He kind of shimmies around it now back to Matt Duchene. He goes right in front of the net, roofs it, but a little bit too high and goes right out. Bruins trying to keep it out now. Sophie taking my place. Hopefully the Hawks lock up DeBrincat and Strome. Yeah, they're gonna have a tough. That DeBrincat contract is gonna be filling his wallets right now. Grav, I bet you that Dallas is so bad they will score less than 5 goals and will get swept. And if they do, you have to let your sibling have control of your channel for 1 day. Oh, Matt Duchene scores 5-2. Matt Duchess. There you go, Minka. Duchess Duchene makes it 5-2 Columbus. There's a little bit of a heartbeat in Columbus now. There might be something afoot here. Columbus with that massive power play goal makes it 5-2, 10:46 to go in the third period. Crazier comebacks have happened. Crazier comebacks have happened. Open net for Duchene, and he snipes it. But yeah, Dallas will. It depends on who they face with, or if they face a team like Calgary, I can see that happening. But if they're gonna face a team like Winnipeg, they're 100% scoring more than 5 goals. They're not getting swept either. If Chicago did, oh my gosh, they wouldn't even score 1 goal. That's pretty much what they did versus Nashville in that one series, right? Sibling rivalries are fun. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the oldest child, which sucks sometimes. Uzbekistan will have build a new hockey arena and is getting a KHL team in 2022. Interesting. KHL goes all over the place. All over the place. But now Columbus has a heartbeat. 5-2, making it interesting here. Still, Boston has the healthy lead of 3 goals, but Toronto has proved that sometimes that might not hold up. Caps are good. They beat Tampa once. I mean, they beat Tampa a few days ago, right? A few days ago. But it'll be a close series, but I think Tampa will again want that again. King Angus, how's it going, man? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Glad to have you in. But third period, 10:25 to go. Columbus needs 3 goals to tie it. It's a long road, but things have happened that way in the past. But Grav, will you take that bet and shut your phone up? Will you take that bet and shut your phone up? Did my phone vibrate again? I won't take that bet right. I'll answer that when we know who the Stars are facing, because I need to know that. Comrie just made an awesome glove save on Jason Zucker. I like Comrie. He always used to be a beast in like NHL 16. DeBrusk trying to make a great pass to I'm pretty sure that's Krejci. Gagne scores 1-0 Oilers. Okay, Edmonton. Only took you to get eliminated for you to get some depth scoring. My gosh. All right in front. And he scores. I have no idea. Who is this guy? Number 83? I have literally no idea who this is. He scores. I need to look this up. Who is this guy? Coleman? Who is this guy? He scores and make it 6-2. Who is this guy, man? Oh, Carson Coleman. Okay. That makes sense. He's had a brilliant game. Like, he's been fantastic. He gets the goal to make it 6-2. Almost crushing Columbus's hopes and chances. Still not impossible for them to come back, but very slim chance now. Coleman. I think it would be Coolman, not Coleman. Coolman makes it 6-2. Rip. But he's been fantastic in this game. I didn't even know who he was, really, until that. Dallas will destroy Arizona any day, though pretends if they make a run on both teams. Yeah. Are you German or white? White. Yes, very white. Though I do have my camera light on because my light died due to battery. So I look a lot more white than I actually am, even though I am pretty white. So I have some German descent on my mom's side. Or, yeah, I think both my mom's and dad's side. I do have some descent, but it's more English, UK, stuff like that. Werenski, fantastic opportunity. Great save by Tuukka Rask. 8:45 to go in the third period. Boston having the 6-2 lead. 1-0 Oilers. Lucic. Are you kidding me? I need to. Did Lucic really score? I need to actually double check this. Was it Gagne or was it Lucic? Hold up a second. If Edmonton can win that game, Lucic scored. And it only took them to get eliminated for them to actually get some depth scoring. Holy crap, Lucic. What is that? Is like 4th goal or like 5th goal of the season? 5th goal? What a stud. What a stud. That's fantastic. Not scoring on... Wait a second. Let me see. Since this is in commercial, let me quickly see what the Stars-Flyers game is. It might be on third period. Or third intermission. But yeah, 17 beautiful people in the stream right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Boston currently having the 6-2 lead right now with about 8 minutes to go. Hello, I'm new. Are you a Boston fan? How's it going, man? Great to see you in here. I'm cheering for Columbus in this one. I don't really have too much against Boston. I love this jersey. It's a Char one. So, Hopefully you appreciate this at least. I mean, I'm not the biggest Bruins fan. I love me some David Pastrnak, though. I'm cheering for Columbus in this game, but obviously Boston had different plans. Didn't want me to be happy tonight, apparently. Did you see Esa Lindell's goal? No, I did not. I probably should look it up on Twitter or something. See if it's there. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. Videos. Let's see. Let's see. His name is Esa Lindell, and don't you forget it. Let me see this. Oh my gosh, that is dirty. That is dirty. Holy crap, Esa. All right. I like it. I like it. Is Dylan Larkin an elite player? He's had a very, very good season. I wouldn't say he's elite, but he is very, very good. He's like, I had some criticism about him before the season, but he has had an amazing season with not the greatest teammates in the world. There's been some talk about Matt Duchene or Dunch signing with or Adam for 4 years starting a new season. Not gonna happen. Fighters 3 just subscribed. Thanks so much for subscribing. Even though you're likely a Bruins fan, you get the John Tavares kiss gif. But hey, at least you have some solace knowing that you likely beat the Maple Leafs in the first round, unfortunately. Rest in peace for Columbus. Yeah, not good. Shimon, okay, I'm back. Welcome back, man. They changed the goal to Lucic. Lucic, man. Freaking Lucic. Nick Highmore is back from injury and playing with Ice Hogs tonight. Yeah, I like Highmore. He's decent. Let me see. Who do you think is the weakest link? Columbus, Montreal, or Carolina? If I had to say one out of those three, Will, I would say Montreal, just in terms of overall team. But, I mean, Carolina is pretty bad in my opinion. I'm cheering for Columbus to actually make it. I feel like Montreal will be the team to get out, though. But we're almost at 30 likes, as I see right now. I think we're at 29. I think we're at 29. I think that's what I'm saying. But yeah, if we can hit 30 likes in this live stream before it ends, before this game ends at least, that would be insane. That would be fantastic. Let me see. But yeah, 7 minutes to go in this third period. Boston still having the 6-2 lead. Why the F would McDavid wait another year and then demand a trade? He should just do it in the summer. I kind of see that, but McDavid already has had a lot of loyalty. I feel like he's just kind of waiting for the Oilers to hit rock bottom, which might have been this season, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. Yes, and Avs are getting outshot 8-0 with 11 minutes left in the first period. Really? Against the Oilers? Oh my gosh, Colorado. Making my day right now. Let's go Oilers in that game, by the way. Holy crap. If the Oilers could win that game, that would do me a big favor. Big favor right there. Because I want the Coyotes to make the playoffs. I obviously want the Dallas Stars to make the playoffs. Stars being my first favorite team. Lucci's 6th goal. All right, a little bit better. A little bit better. Nurse scored 2-0 Oilers. There we go, baby. There we go. Oilers getting it done. Like an elite men. They didn't make the playoffs, but hey, at least you're going to win versus Colorado. Doing everybody a service right there. Tractor, Chelikinsk could change their logos for reals. Oh, it's like the Tractor has like the polar bear on the front or something. I like that logo. Oh, good save by Tuukka Rask on Nudavara. Columbus desperately trying to get something going. 5:43 to go in this third period. Boston stalling the 6-2 lead. Whoever allowed Lucci to score is as sad as post-Gretzky Oilers fans. That's pretty sad. That is pretty sad. I subbed and liked. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for joining the squad. Definitely do appreciate it, man. Definitely do appreciate it. I'm a Leafs fan. Not bad. Not bad. So, that's perfect. You get the John Tavares kiss gift. John Tavares kiss gift. So, the Maple Leafs are my favorite team. I do enjoy them quite a bit. So, let's go. Let's go. I'm hoping the Leafs beat the Bruins in the first round, though it might be pretty unlikely. Esa Lindell, huge fan of him. Yeah, he's been I would say a little bit less good this season than he has last, but he's still been very good. Are you a white trash? I don't know, Samson. Are you a white trash? I'm not sure. I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. There we go. I like it. I like it. Nurse 9 goals this season. He's had a pretty solid season for sure. Trouba scores 4-1. Wild up. Yeah, I mean Trouba's had a bad season, I would say. for sure. Elvin01, how's it going, my man? I see you changed profile pic, but great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Which team will make it far in the playoffs? What do you think? I'm gonna say Tampa makes it pretty far. If I'm gonna say a team in the West that some people might not agree with, but if I had to bet on any team right now making the West Conference Final and maybe going to the Stanley Cup Final, I think it might be St. Louis this year. I think it might be St. Louis year. Maybe Jordan Binnington is like Matt Murray 2.0, and he's just this rookie that comes out of nowhere. Maybe not wins the Stanley Cup, but goes very far in the playoffs. I think it could happen, and I think the St. Louis Blues are prime and ready to make that run. I think there might be some depth issues on the defense, and if the goaltending comes apart, then it would be rough, but I feel like if St. Louis stops being depressing and actually get something done, I think they could have a solid chance. But 22 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks to everybody that has been on this stream so far. You guys have been elite. Even though this game has not been too competitive, you guys have still filled the chat, and I've been a little bit more on it this time than in the past. A little bit less late, which is good. Let me see. Wait, Chicago cheering for the Oilers. That means he wants Chicago to make it. Theory confirmed. No, man. No, man. It's all about those Arizona Coyotes, man. It's all about those Arizona Coyotes. If the Arizona Coyotes make the playoffs, that means that one of my predictions would be correct, and I want that to happen. This Lightning game is really good. Yeah, Lightning between the halves. I don't think I could have watched that game. I don't think I have it, but it does seem like that. Will still just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing. You're the real deal, man. Thanks for coming by. Definitely do appreciate it. Tractor needs a tractor or on it, not a polar bear. I mean, I don't know what you could really do with a tractor on a logo, but that would be an interesting attempt if they go do that, or if they go do that route. I can't speak anymore. Grav, how was jail? It was very, very bad. Monty. Is Helinska or Helsinki out of the playoffs? I don't know. I'm cheering for HIFK. I'm not sure where they are right now. Pizza's here. Not bad. Not bad, Nick. Not bad. 9 goals is a lot for defensemen. Yeah, especially, I would say a little bit less this year because we've seen a lot of goal-scoring defensemen, but it is pretty good. Leafs are losing 2-1 versus the Hurricanes. Yeah, for the Leafs, I want to see the Canes make the playoffs, so I'm kind of wanting that game to go into overtime, but if I would cheer for one team in that game, I would say Carolina, just because I want them to make the playoffs. The Maple Leafs are already in, though I want to see them have a good game. In a perfect world, I would want Carolina to have or I want Maple Leafs to have a great game, lose in overtime, and have Carolina win in overtime and get those points. Who do you think what do you think the Blues will do with Jake Allen? It's interesting because I think he has potential next year to become a lot better, but Jordan Binnington is the guy right now. I think he could do some damage in the playoffs, for sure. It'll be interesting to see how far they go, but I think they have a solid chance. Very solid chance. 2-1 Patrick, baby. Patrick getting it back. Nolan has been good. Turn off your freaking phone. It is off. But it's the only light I have, so I literally have no other option. I'll put it like right here from my laptop. That's a little bit better, so it's not on the mic. And it dropped. That's great. Zach Rinaldo got sent down. Good riddance. I hate Zach Rinaldo. He's kind of one of those scum players that, like, I don't know how you could really cheer for him. I don't like him. Imagine you were a bad KHL player playing for Minsk. You go to Novosibirsk, then Vladivostok, then to Beijing, and then back to Minsk. That would be, yeah, KHL travels time is weird. Like, there are so many locations. Like, it's already bad enough when it's just Russia. You have all these Western teams where all the people are, and you have these weird Eastern teams where it's just in the middle of nowhere. It's always snowy, it's always cold, and it's insane travel times. Like, being a KHL player is hard, man. It really takes a lot. Shout me out, please. Max O'Kane, shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Let me see. But yeah, when it comes to Jake Allen, honestly, I'm not sure if they'll trade him. I think he might be just like a guy that could back up, and I feel like next year he could rebound a little bit. Most surprising team this year, both good and bad. I would say, obviously, when it comes to good, the New York Islanders are definitely up there. I think I predicted them to have 71 points, something like that. Not good. When it comes to disappointing bad teams, The Buffalo Sabres started out really, really well, and it was looking like they were kind of fulfilling my expectations for them a little bit. I think I had them 1 point out of the playoffs in my predictions, but they were looking good. They were looking like they were going to fulfill that potential that I had for them, and they just dropped like a rock. So I would still say Buffalo right now for most disappointing. They will be up there. Stop joking. St. Louis will and always suck in the playoffs. I mean, they got to the Western Conference Final in 2016. I feel like they have potential, but I feel like St. Louis has a better chance than Nashville or Winnipeg. It's just, I don't have a right feeling with Nashville or Winnipeg. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, if you asked me, I would have said Nashville maybe could get far. I feel like they might have a little bit of magic left, but I just don't feel right about those two teams. Like, I don't feel right about Winnipeg or Nashville making it. Just because some of the games that I've seen lately, I just have not been impressed with them whatsoever. But St. Louis has been on the complete other end. I've loved what I've seen from them, goaltending-wise, defensively, offensively. It's all coming together at the right time, and I would not be surprised whatsoever if they did well in the playoffs. If you haven't come, join me and Grav and the boys in the official Grav Discord server. Go join the Discord server as well. I think we're over 200 members. It's a little bit crazy, but it's still good. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, man. Thanks for coming on, Max. Don't worry about it. You trying to pronounce KHL teams is funny. I don't know how people do it. I literally don't. Like, it's like how Russian cities, man. It's crazy. Are you from Columbus? I'm from Toronto. No, so I live in Dallas, Texas. Dallas Stars are my first favorite team. I'm cheering for Columbus in this game, but I usually do cheer for Columbus because of Seth Jones. Being from Texas, I really do appreciate him. I really want to see the Stars making it to the playoffs. Me too, Eric. I want to see it happen. Hopefully the Stars do not blow that lead. Hopefully. Here's famous last words. Watch Blues get swept. I mean, that could still happen. When I watch Novosibirsk games, it makes me go to sleep. I mean, the KHL games are sometimes fun, though I feel like it's a little bit low scoring for me. What made you become interested in the NHL? I think I answered this earlier, but the 2015-2016 season with the Dallas Stars, them being such a fun hockey team to watch, was really what got me to be interested. Vladivostok is close to North Korea. Good to know. I want to see Cody McLeod with the Blackhawks to be a scratch player who plays sometimes to help out physically. I mean, kinda, like, I can see how you might want that. Cody McLeod ain't that good, though. Like, he's like, I feel like with the New York Rangers, it was like this season, he was like the worst forward or the worst player in the entire NHL, and by like a large margin. The Devils and the Flyers really disappointed me this season. I didn't see the Devils making the playoffs this season. The Flyers, though, I did. I had them as the second wildcard team, so they have disappointed me a little bit, but still. The Rangers be able to get Artemi Panarin, or should they just add solid free agents? I think Artemi Panarin will likely go to New York. If I had to say another team without him re-signing in Columbus, I would say New York has a solid chance at him. Who do you think would be Vegas' captain? That's a tough one. If I had to say one guy, I would have said Nate Schmidt, but then he had that drug thing. So I don't know right now. Honestly, it's a tough one. I think Marchessault would be up there though. They're like a team. They play like a team. Oh my gosh, I think the Blues have a better chance than Trashville and Winnipeg. You're chaotic if you think St. Louis is good. I mean, I'll just look up their record right now. They have a much better record than the Blackhawks. I think I hear a little bit of salt right now. But the Boston Bruins do win this game 6-2. I'll be flipping to the Dallas Stars game in a second here. All right. So just for you, we'll see their standings a little bit. The St. Louis Blues are 43-28-8, good for 94 points in the Central Division, 2 points away from the Nashville Predators and the Winnipeg Jets. They're on a 2-game winning streak, 7-2-1 in the last 10. Let's see what the Blackhawks are on. 34, 33, and 12. Wait a second. They're out of the playoffs? That's funny. 2-game losing streak. 4-3-3. You know, they're out of the playoffs, right? Blackhawks, Blues have 14 more points. Whether you're a Blackhawks fan, right? I'm smelling a little bit of some salt here, you know? I'm kind of feeling that, you know? Could just be me. Could just be me. St. Louis has had some postseason disasters, obviously, but This could be the year I think they might ride against that a little bit. Hey, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do. 3-2 Canes. Ooh, Canes getting it done. Hopefully, at the end of the Oilers 2 Avs nothing. That's good, Nick. That's good. That's good for sure. Haven't been that impressed with Rasmus Dahlin so far. I mean, from what I've seen, I've been impressed with him. He hasn't had this explosive rookie season, but he's been good. 3-2 Habs. Oh no! Come on, Lightning. Come on, man. That sucks. Lightning challenge for goalie interference. Just don't play McLeod too many minutes and he will be fine. I mean, if you throw him out there for like 3 minutes, he might be fine. Habs good goal, 3-2 Habs confirmed. If Montreal wins that game, ooh, baby, that makes it even more interesting. Dallas Stars, Dallas Stars, Dallas Stars, Dallas Stars. Best goal song in the entire NHL. Don't at me. Don't at me. By the way, what's a little bit concerning about this Stars game is that they're leading 2-1, but they're getting outshot 13-8. So, you know, if the Stars cannot be that bad, that'll be fine. That'll be great. Just remember that 4-2 lost against Detroit. Who, the Stars for the Blues? Oh, great save by Khudobin, baby. Khudobin getting it done. But yeah, 6-2 Bruins win this game between the Blue Jackets and the Boston Bruins. Next game I will be streaming, it will be on the 6th between the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. For the next couple, or I'll probably be ending the stream in the next couple of minutes. So get your last questions in as well. But yeah, the next time I will be streaming will be on the 6th. I think it's at 7:30 or something. Stars usually start quite late. Remember the Blues were #1 in the Central in 2015 and lost to the freaking Wild in the first round. Just remember that. It happens. I got something very cool coming in the mail. You have to wait for video. Okay, Nick. I agree with the goal song, despite me being a Vegas fan. I like Vegas' goal horn. I love it. Lehkonen getting it done. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The Stars oh yeah. I mean, that was like earlier in the season though, right? I mean, every team loses versus bad teams. Every team. Lightning have an AHL goalie fending for his life right now. 41 saves on 44 shots. Does Tampa want that win record right now? I'm not sure if they do. I'm really not sure if they do. But 17 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, the Boston Bruins 162. And that'll likely be it for this stream. I'll be streaming again the Minnesota Wild vs. Dallas Stars game on the 6th. But you guys have been amazing this stream. Came out in droves. And for everybody that was new to this stream, thanks so much for coming along. Hopefully you guys enjoy the streams and the videos in the future. And for everyone that came in, thank you. But Bruins, again, winning this game 6-3. Wasn't really close for too much of it. Columbus maybe made it a little bit interesting, but still was a pretty entertaining game for routes. But again, big thanks to all you guys for coming in. Next stream, again, will be on the 6th. Wild vs. Stars. Hopefully I see you there. But for this one, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Or stream. Could work also. Goodbye.